Welcome to the future. Welcome to the show. I told you so. I told you so. We're gonna be driving Lambos. We're gonna take a trip to Fiji. All the labors. I told you so.
Crypto be our passion, cause what you focus on, you attract like a magnet. Got diamond hands, we hodl till we blasting. It's universal law, so we know it's gonna happen. So with that being said, we getting bags laughing. Laws of attraction, plus with that work in action, you can make it happen. The SEC corrupted, they don't want you with that baggage. They savage, but the army holding strong and we packing big bags, keep stacking. James Rue and Bagman on that rocket ship, smashing. Deep state crashing, and when we beat the cases, silent parties, moon mansions. Island parties and moon mansions.
I told you so. I told you so. We're gonna be driving Lambos. We're gonna take a trip to Fiji. All the labors. I told you so.
I get crypto, I kill bills, steak and bacon, and we chill. Crypto parties in the hills, pulling up on Lambo wheels. Fiji Islands, Astro Lightings, mansion meals. Crypto vibes, popping seals. We uber rich, it give you chills. Crypto dollars, ripple bills. Diamond hands, crypto skills. Busting shills, Bitcoin maxis, talking ill. Join the ledger and let's build, but dropping FUD. Who you fooling? Staying bullish to the fullest. Prices low, no we scooping stuff and bags. Extra bullish, Baba had the blueprint. Fiji 1, 2, 3, flip the switch, and we shooting past the moon, and you lose it, mother shit boosting. James Rue, ruling, join the army, this the movement, stuffing bags till we on an island. Crypto will or we die trying.
I'm having fun. Back up that truck. Roll up those bags. The Bitcoin maxis never did. XRP baby. They all make fun of us. Generational wealth. James, XRP bags.
Hey,
let's go. Let's fucking go.
Still holding it down. Yeah. I've been knocking
down.
Used to pray for a play. Now my name in 8 calls. I will
bro, this makes my fucking nipple hard.
I've been knocking doubts down. I've been knocking doubts down. Watching them fall. Turn the hate into heat. Made it work for us all. From the block to the boardroom, I'm answering calls. I've been knocking doubts down. Yeah. Mama said move smart, you can't move scared. Said a prayer in the dark, then I grew there.
Let's fucking go, bro. Welcome, everybody. What's up, Buster?
What up, fam?
Welcome. What's up? Welcome to XRP Boardroom, a live community chat. We talk XRP, we talk red pill, we talk crypto, we talk whatever the fuck we want, and you can join too. And you can join too. Shout out to you, Cartel. We love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Happy Tuesday. I wish I could blast that in my car. Fuck yeah, you can. And you can join too. Yeah, bro. We'll get you
I gotta find the link.
You got a link to that track? Let's go, bro. We'll burn a CD. Am I old? Well, that does you guys
burn that shit, bro.
That don't happen no more, does it? Burning CDs, bro. It's Bluetooth on the phone now. That's what it is. I think G-Stack's you're Canadian, bro. You're up in Canada, aren't you? You guys still have CD players in your car? Fucking go. Shout out to Bagman too. That was one of his tracks. James Rule, I think was I Told You So too. So shout out to Baggy. Let's go, dude.
Shout out to Bagman, man. We're about to blast off, bro.
We fucking are, bro. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, most people, if you want to talk about like the work that everyone's done in here, it's like the average person flocks to comfort, bro. And then we learned how to uncomfortably be comfortable, you know, and it takes time because no one's gonna hop in this game, bro. Like I was chasing green candles, I was doing all kinds of dumb shit, but and then if you think like I've been in this 8.5 years, nobody's talking shit now. There was one-liners, you know, back in the day, even though I knew what I was talking about, but I think the belief wasn't there from the other side. But if you want to talk about like what's a sign to me, like whether Joel Katz is saying this or that, the true sign is no one's talking shit right now. And that's the biggest fucking sign, right? Like I've been in this shit a long time. No one's talking shit. Not even behind your back. Before it'd be, they'd fucking, you know, because the word validation, bro, validation is powerful. The whole matrix works off validation. They need you to feel like you need this validation from Joe Blow over here or this person. It's validation, man. That's how sad, you know, once you really look at it, you're like, damn, man, people don't believe in themselves, you know. But I was thinking about the other day, I was like, ain't no one, they're not even dropping one-liners behind my back at this moment because everyone wants to get away. They want to get away from what they said because they feel it's coming, bro. And it is coming, man, because I've never signed up to the 3 years from now. I just don't sign up to that. I think we're pretty fucking close in this moment in time. So let's stay bullish. Last coffee time sort of sucked, to be honest, like last Sunday, but I was a little down on coffee time, but I wanted to bring the bullishness tonight. Let's run it.
Bro, the cool thing, I remember one time this OG told me something. He said, thank God we're not all crazy on the same day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that held true for a long time. Because there's some days I'm down and out, bro. And then there's other days I'm like, fucking let's go. Like, you know what I mean? But bro.
Yeah, I mean, if they because I've dealt with like the cross psychology from toxic people, from invested in crypto, because it's lanes, bro, to like, you know, like everybody in here, we've learned how to control our emotions in this section. And then once you add more sections to it, you know, you just get more in tune. But yeah, man,
we're awful close, bro. Like
I think we are.
Awful.
Because the fact that they want us to feel,
yeah.
if they want us right now, most people feel like we're about to get wrecked or something.
Yep.
And that's why we're not. You know,
exactly.
Because new money's not coming in on that.
Well, I was gonna say it seems so like almost too obvious. Well, Clarity Act's not going to do anything. Nothing's going to happen this year. All that shit going on, bro, is because people can't allow themselves to actually feel excited or be excited. I think it's a psychological block with some people, you know. But shout out to Romeo G. Love your tracks, bro. This is XRP.
I mean, the people that
by
ran
any
the
means.
comfort,
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I think we're on where the blessings are just going to start rolling in, bro. But to get paid, you have to take the risk, because everyone, even when you talk about lottery winners and shit, everybody would like to be a millionaire, right? None of these motherfuckers are doing anything to even have a chance to be a millionaire. They're not doing a goddamn thing but talking shit. If you decide, hey, you know what, I'm gonna take some risks, bro, and I'm gonna, because when I started it, I felt like I was taking risk, and then as you elevate how much shit you're learning, you're like, dude, this ain't risky, bro. Like, this is what everyone should be doing, you know?
That's right. Yeah.
But it's hard to relay that.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand even the basics of like the crypto space. So like a normie doesn't understand that there's different layers, and the bare minimum that you just mentioned, the bare minimum is the 3 rules. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up, buy some ZRPs, and sit the fuck down. That's the bare minimum. And like you just said, it's not stressful. It's not risky. It's not risky. You just do those 3 things. But there's other layers yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
The biggest layers is like the patience and just the, you know, the diamond hand, the patience, because it all comes behind patience, dude. Because nobody wants to put in that time.
Yeah. Well, the different categories of like crypto guys or gals or whatever, the different categories. There's like you got the hodlers, right? The basic ones. And then you've got the traders, and like, dude, it's fucking statistically proven that 98 or 99.5% of traders they lose their ass. And then there's creators. There's ones that actually, you know, make coins and things like that. But they're like a mixture of all of that, because they're trading, they're creating, they're making something of all of this. And I believe, you know, we're I mean, I'm not going to take credit for like all the stuff, because you're the one that actually created, you know, Bluminati, but I'm in on it. You know what I mean? Like, but like you created Bluminati, you, Baggy fucking creates everything, dude. Fuck it. We'll do it. I remember Baggy one time, bro. Baggy was like, nah, fuck that. We'll just do it ourselves. That's what he said one time, bro. I never forgot that. Sorry, go ahead.
Romeo the King, drop your link to buy your track, man. I don't have my Telegram open, but somebody asked. Drop that link one more time and I'll make sure I save it.
Let's fucking go. Knocking doubts down here.
Still holding it down. Yeah. I've been knocking doubts down. Used to pray for a play. Now my name in 8 calls. I was broke on that couch. Now I'm breaking these walls. I've been knocking doubts down. Yeah.
Just imagine your ass fucking driving like this.
In the heat, made it work for us all. From the block to the boardroom, I'm answering calls. I've been knocking doubts down. Yeah. Mama said move smart, you can't move scared. Said a prayer in the dark, then I grew there.
That's gonna be all fucking all of us.
My own check, set a new spot. They were laughing at the kid that they quote me. Used to ride in the back, not coach team. Same jeans, same heart.
Bro, that's all of us, bro. There we go. Romeo the King. You could use this for purchase or to send to anyone for purchase. Thanks for your support and patience. directdrop.shop/pound music. That's the link right there. So these are Romeo's tracks. Shout out to you, brother. What's up, Nerdy?
Yo.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Hey, bro, I got a can of sardines, bro. I'm about to eat that shit. It's supposed to be really good for you.
What are you, a baby seal?
Fucking
eating sardines, bro.
Let's fucking go, dude. Shout out to everybody.
Can I feed you? Can I toss them at you?
No, dude, I got this little baby fork. Look at this little teeny fork. I'm about to shrimp fork myself some sardines. Let's go, dude. Shout out to everyone. Happy coffee time. Or, I'm sorry, XRP Boardroom.
That's funny. So I didn't get the PT2 job. They let me know on the 12th. I didn't check.
Oh shit.
But,
okay.
I did pass the PT3 exam though.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I got 95 on the PT3 exam, and they pay 1,000 more. So there's like
a big jump.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 positions open on the site. I've been doing all day, just applying to them, and there's only one PT2 position that I'm gonna apply for. But fuck man, it's hard. Getting to the state is hard.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. If you're from the state, if you're from California, you guys understand state jobs. It's a bitch.
It's a bitch. But once you get in, you're good. You're fucking good. Oh, I got my car all smogged and all wrapped up, and so I'm all legit on that front. So I finally got reliable transportation. So
oh shit, nice.
Super happy about that, bro. God bless Pick and Pull or Co-Parts or whatever you guys have and wherever you are. But
fuck yeah.
Car lots are the shit. when you're able to go to a junkyard and be able to just fix your own stuff and just go get original manufactured parts directly from the junkyard, and it's a lot cheaper than if you would buy, some generic parts.
Mm-hmm.
Best things fucking ever. I got all. I think it's. I was able to get all original BMW parts direct off of another car the same year as mine and shit. But
I think it's a rite of passage. If you ever been to a fucking Pick and Pull to fix your own shit,
yeah,
dude, these kids nowadays don't know a fucking thing about cars.
Bro, I almost died so many times at the junkyard.
I almost died. You mean underneath the car with no jack, where it's on its own rim?
I almost died. There's one time, just recently, I went there. And the hoods are heavy. Like, people don't understand. Like, a lot of the gas latches or the little things that keep the hood the props up, the hood props up, that keeps the hood up. The gas struts will go bad, and then the hood is just hella heavy. So there's this piece of the radiator support that it was an accident. So it was like straight up, and the hood fell on my head, and it literally was yay close to my eyeball. Thank God I was wearing glasses, because don't ever go to a car place without safety glasses. It's just stupid. And then bro, if it wasn't for the glasses, I would have lost my left eye, honestly.
Oh shit.
It was the glasses that nicked it and stopped it. So
yeah. Conflict, bro. We never move on from 2 weeks. It's always 2 weeks, bro.
It's imminent.
Never lose sight. Imminent. Tonight. It's tonight. Let's go.
Oh, we got clarity action, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's fucking go, dude.
That's moving forward. That's pretty cool.
Yup. Back to our normal fucking background. It's giving me fucking vertigo and shit. But yeah. Shout out to everyone though, bro. We are imminent as fuck. You know it. You fucking know it. I know it. Your fucking grandma knows it. Like, something is gonna change from where we're at to where we're going.
I mean, things are shifting, right? Like,
they're shifting, man. What the fuck? Like, what do you think? What do you think? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, the crypto market itself is maturing like crazy, bro. It's wild. Like, we've seen so much good things happen to the market, and it's been only like 5 months in of this year, and like so much shit has happened. It's crazy.
Well, they waited, dude. That's the thing. They waited just long enough to get everybody off the scent and just come to the conclusion that fucking crypto's a scam.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the normies. They're like, oh, it's a scam. So it's been enough time, and then all of a sudden, bam. You know what I mean? Then it's AOL, then it's fucking Yahoo, then it's fucking Google, and then Facebook, and then, you know what I mean? It's that moment.
Vet made a post today talking about how all the weak hands are out, and everyone who was pushing some kind of weird, crazy theory, they're gone. Everyone's out. It's only the people who've been here from the get-go.
Oh shit! I read that earlier. Fucking
day one folks. Yeah, the day one folks
talking about it, bro.
We're not fucking leaving. We've been here
Not
since
fucking leaving.
Yeah. We ain't fucking leaving. We're here
we're running out of shit to say.
No, dude, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
that.
We can fucking talk about nothing for hours, and you fucking
We
know
can,
it.
man.
You guys know it, dude.
Yeah.
Bro. We've been dumbass sitting there for 20 minutes talking about nothing, eating
But I always
sardines,
felt
and
like
fucking pick and pull.
even the ramp up is just a feeling I had. I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna like, and then Nerdy has his things, but I felt like they're gonna, whoever is struggling that's holding on, yeah, you're gonna get tempted like the finest bitch ever to come in your life tempting you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the money's bigger than most realize, bro.
Yeah.
And so I can see flip switch like full blown like in a couple years, but
Yeah,
I think they're gonna take this spec fucking way higher than people think of, man. And it should be life changing, bro. If you did the work, bro. Like, but Berserker, I don't have the money to get these cryptos you're talking about. Well, guess who does? The Blue Crew. Like, you drop fucking ZRPs or fucking any crypto in this room on the game board, it'll turn into hungry hippo, bro. They're gone.
If you think about it, people who are buying Bitcoin right now versus people who are buying XRP right now, people who buy XRP are going to make double their money versus people who buy Bitcoin right now, waiting for some kind of pump, are not going to make as much, right? Because if you're buying Bitcoin right now at 70,000, you're only you have to go past 140, right? You have to go past 140 in order to make some kind of gain on your stuff. But if you're buying XRP right now at $1.30, $1.50, all it needs to do is like what, $2.60 or almost $3.
I'll tell you the
yeah,
bro. I can't believe BTC is still at 70 grand, bro. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude. If ZRP even had,
crazy, bro.
That's fucking
56,000.
Yeah,
650 ZRPs for one Bitcoin right now.
Yeah,
bro.
Before Trump,
you're
pump,
right. Sorry, go ahead.
Before Trump pump, it was 140 to 150,000. So, and we've done our rise up, we've done our big retracement, and it's still 56,000. So that's pretty good for us. Because now we're gonna start tearing into it again.
Yeah.
So somebody's new and they get that fine ass bitch in their life and they start fucking going ham on the ramp up that Buster's been predicting and talking about for fucking years. And I see where you're coming from, bro. I've always been an overnight guy, but like, yeah, this deep state's gonna keep deep stating. They're gonna keep deep stating, and they're gonna fuck the public, and they're gonna get as many out as they can before 2-3 years from now, 5 years from now, it's matured, and we're talking 5 digits matured, 6 digits matured. You know what I mean?
That's where.
Because it will be fucking donk numbers, bro. Donk ass number. And Nerdy's been talking about that for fucking years. 2030, the whole plan, 2028, 2030, 2020. You know what I mean? Like, he's been.
But if you believe that it could be like.
And we've been on that. We've been on that schedule.
If you believe it could be 30 million, because I believe it's limitless. Like,
bro,
we're about to go in a different phase of a bunch of different shit. But at the same time, $1.40 is not even justifiable if 30 million was 10 or 20 years out, right? The shit is going higher in this moment than people think.
And that might be
they ain't going moment. Like from that fucking $5 to $1 million overnight flip switch.
No, right. What I'm saying is that might be that overnight moment to where we go from 0 to 50 overnight or whatever. I think, and then it ramps, or maybe it goes 0 to 10 overnight, and then it
I always
ramps.
felt like 589 was many things.
And everybody and their fucking mom's gonna sell at $50, $80, $100 if they can hold on that long. Fuck, dude. Sorry.
To me, I felt like 589 was like
they're starving us out. That's what they're doing.
A double meaning. Like, yes, to me, 589 is the top of a spec. Like, but we've been.
You're talking about 589, not
589 to me
Yeah,
is the beginning of utility, right?
Amen.
But that's also why they
most
drove in,
motherfuckers
because
can't even imagine that. Sorry,
because these people like 10% with 2100 or whatever, it's like down to 2200 top 10%. If they get anywhere in the realm of $50 or $100, right? So I always felt like it's bullish to be part of the 589, but at the same time, it's working against you, because if you get to 589, you feel like you made it, and then they drop 30 million on you 20 years from then. Are you fucking serious? And you think you did something impressive, right? And that's the difference. Like it's a double meaning to that.
I don't think a lot of people make it that far, bro. To be honest with you, I think $5. I think a lot of people are out $5. $5.
Man, that's modest, bro.
If you get in that realm, the best
out.
thing to do is just go sit the fuck down and just live your life and take less coins to live your life until you figure out what the fuck you need to do. Right.
Honestly, like bro, David Short has been dropping knowledge after bomb after bomb, like so much great insight. One thing that he said actually really stuck with me, which is lending, which I think that's where I'm going to more likely lean to, is become a broker of some sort and just lend out my XRP for loans and earn interest through there, and see how that works out, because that seems like the best thing. Nexo came back. Nexo's back in the United States, so I might do the Nexo route, which is like throw some in Nexo and use their Nexo card, some shit like that. But I think leveraging your XRP to work for you would probably be the best bet, because you don't have to get rid of it. Shout out to Flare and Decent Wallet. You can now stake. You can now get FXRP. And stake your XRP on Flare, give XRP directly from your Decent wallet. Nothing has to leave your wallet. So it's there. Your options are there.
Fucking
you guys don't know what Nexo is? Are you guys really that young in the space? You guys don't know what fucking
they are, bro. There's a lot of young ones. There's a lot of people that didn't fuck with certain things too.
Bro, Nexo is crazy. Nexo,
bro, conflict goes selling XRP to start a venture makes sense.
You're not selling it. You're holding on to it. You're not selling it at all. It still stays in your
wallet. Goes, can't be stagnant throwing money. Well, right now I'm talking about your staking or your lending thing. He's talking about actually just licking ice cream and doing something with it. Here's the thing though, if you think about what Buster just said, and where 2-3 years from now they drop that 30 grand on you, or that 30 million or whatever big ass number they're going to end up doing around 2030 or whatever. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, go do some shit, but you might
be later than that. But
later, like 2035 or some shit.
You think about the internet. I was younger, bro. I was like early high school, but the internet went through a straight up boom for a long time, man. To where
they let it draw out.
Yeah, but this is like
for a while.
This is so much bigger, you know.
So
but even the internet, like the motherfuckers that were in on the internet, you got to give it up to them, because there was no internet, you know. So they knew their shit to even be involved in that, or knew somebody, you know. Whereas we're using the internet to be involved in this, right? But that's also why this is going to be a lot bigger. Because the internet had to be built first. And do you think they really built the internet not knowing cryptocurrency's coming? I mean,
they
come on, bro.
Totally knew.
Yeah, because it's the first half.
60,
the internet's
60 years.
Internet's instant information. This is the instant value part. It's built on top of the internet, and they gave you the internet first for a reason. So Cartel knows, bro. Even if you have 100,000 XRP,
$5 is only $500,000. That's not generational wealth in my mind.
Yeah, it's not.
Fuck on.
It really isn't. It's really not. Like, what do you need? You need like what? 20,000? I mean, 20 million, 30 million? 5 million ain't shit.
Make a dent. Yeah.
5 million ain't shit.
Conflict.
You're running through
What
that.
is next though?
Yeah, you're running through 5 mil like it's nothing.
Yeah.
To retire, that means you never have to work again. That means like you're
What happened?
You're depending on
the
that
next-
money, bro.
What happened to Nexo originally? Because I would stick to
regulations. They came back. They
Oh.
sent me an email today or yesterday. For people that don't know, let's go through this real quick. Nexo is driving the next generation of wealth access, premier wealth platform, digital assets. So basically, it allows you to just use your XRP to borrow against it, and you can. It's like half. So you need like 1,000. Was it like 1,000? Was it 100 Bitcoin? No, it was valued, right? So like, if you wanted to borrow $1 million, you would need 100 Bitcoin or something like that. Some shit like that. But yeah, you can add funds to Plaid through FedWire, wire transfers. Yes, that's right. FedWire. FedWire is directly with Nexo. And they're part of Revolut, Dallas, all that. But basically, you can just be able to just borrow money. See, you can earn yield, have a credit line, so you can borrow funds without selling your digital assets. See, this is the credit line thing I was telling you about. This is where they started off as a credit line thing. The swap, earn yield and stuff, but this is what I was talking about. So rates start at 0.9% per year, combine Bitcoin, Ethereum, and 30 other assets as collateral. And you basically borrowing against it. So it's like your own personal line of credit. And you're borrowing dollars for whatever the value of your thing is. And if the value of your digital assets go up, then guess what? Your shit just got paid. See, ways to repay your way, settle partial or fully whenever it suits you with no fixed dates and no minimal installments ever using crypto or stable coins. That's fucking dope. Oh, here. So here's a chart. So you see how much you can borrow? So to borrow $100,000, you need 2.6 Bitcoin. And then boom, you can borrow $100,000 off of 2.6 Bitcoin. I mean, like, think about it. Like if you had, oh, here's XRP. So you need 250, technically 250,000 XRP to borrow $100,000. And you can you're earning interest on this while you're doing it too. So you never really have to sell. You're not selling any of your crypto. Stays invested and benefits. If price rises, access your funds without selling crypto, borrow instantly without credit checks, avoid taxes that come with selling crypto. See, because you're not selling your crypto, you're borrowing against it, so you don't have to pay for any kind of taxes or anything associated with that. So I really like this. This is like, I've been trying to find a few different methods I would go about it, but this is one of my methods I came about. I'm really interested to see what Flare does and what Uphold does. They're like the other two I've been really looking at. They have pretty good options, especially with the card. The card situation is pretty cool. How you can basically they have direct deposit and you can get your checks sent directly to your Uphold account, and you earn things like 3% or 4% XRP on your paycheck as you get it. So that's dope. Using Uphold is definitely one of the things I'm going to do. So probably Uphold Nexo, and Flare will probably be my three that I stick with. Because the cool thing I like about Flare, Flare has a smart account, which is basically kind of like an XRP escrow technically. So you won't go through the same things that what happened with was it Layer 0 that's got hacked, or the other company that's got hacked, Aave. You won't have to worry about that stuff. Your assets are safe. So I don't know, just cool things to consider. You know,
Moneybag says generational wealth is 5 to 6 mil. So yeah, I was thinking 3 to 5 or so, but I ain't got no fucking family, so it don't matter. It's just to each his own, you know.
Depending on your lifestyle, right? Like if you live comfortably off of like 50 grand a year, then like 3 to 5 mil is perfect. Like you can live comfortably.
Well, I mean, if you fucking own the home you're on, or you have a plot of land with a fucking house that's self-sufficient and all that, or maybe you're utilities aren't that much, bro, 50 grand a year is a fucking, that's like $5,500 a month.
Yeah. But
That's like five grand a month in your pocket if you're not paying a mortgage or rent.
60,000 is five. 60 grand is 5,000 a month.
You have to
five. That must be before taxes.
You have to also account for inflation within that whole situation too, right? So
Right. But that's if we get to like Venezuelan fucking wheelbarrows full of cash type shit.
I think we'll end up there, bro. Honestly, I think
you think so, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah,
we would long kill ourselves before that. The cameras can't handle that
no
shit,
way.
bro.
We're definitely headed.
We're the most asleep, bro. There's no way we'll let that happen,
bro. There's like what 4 trillion or 6 trillion been injected into the economy over the past 6 years. Literally $1 trillion a year.
Yeah.
That's been injected into the money.
We get to like Venezuelan numbers, bro. A lot of motherfuckers are dead.
We already hit the Venezuelan mark. We're already there. We're there right now. Gas is $6.
I'm talking like poop in the water supply, and you know what I mean. It already is. But
we're already there. San Francisco, we're already there.
Cuba, you take a TV dinner tray and have to make a TV antenna out of it or some shit. You know,
it's
like
already happening in the
hood.
To
fix your car with a fucking bucket, like
I've seen weird duct tape. I think we're
Duct
there.
tape and a fan blade. Like,
honestly, bro, I think America is. I know this might offend some people, but I think America is a third world country with makeup on.
Oh shit, that's deep. Here, let me write that down, bro. I'll write that down for you.
Yeah, it's like lipstick on a pig,
bro.
Honestly, feel that. I honestly think is like I don't think we're living our best lives that we could be living.
I agree to a degree. I agree.
Like people you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's fine. You know.
Yeah, it's like
everybody's broke as fuck.
No, everything is we're fucked.
Yeah,
how are you gonna tell me $100,000 job position is not enough? The fuck?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
when the majority of motherfuckers can't even hit that 100,000 mark.
Bro,
that's out of control. So most motherfuckers making above 50K a year is
nothing has caught up yet. Literally nothing has caught up, right? Like most of us is still like we're still working our like between 30 and 80K jobs, which is like
it's not unreachable, it's just
barely fucking making it.
People want to do it in one job, man. If you don't have the one job that could get you 50, you got to go get another job, man, and put in the work. Like anyone that, you know, when you talk to people and they're broke, it's like, go get another fucking job. Who said you can't go fucking get and work 2 fucking shifts part-time somewhere and put all that in crypto? Who told you can't do that, you dumbass? You know what I'm saying? You just you want everything how you want it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get my bags because I worked one job. I was 2 jobs deep for fucking 13 years, bro.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
I learned that when I was doing my little vitamin company thing, USANA Health Sciences, and I met one of the guys. Name was Aaron Din. He was a millionaire, and then that was the first millionaire I met. Wait, no, I wasn't the first, but anyways, I asked him. I really didn't care about his money. It's not my money; it's his. But I was asking him, I was like, "How'd you get it?" I was like, I want the same life that you have. Like, how do I get that? He was like, you need at least 7 points of income in order to reach $1 million. You can't just have a single point of income. It's never going to happen. You need multiple points of income, residual incomes that'll help you get there. You need a steady income that helps you fund the other incomes in order to get there. Like, you have to have, your money has to work for you. So I 100% agree with Buster. You have to have multiple venues.
Bro, Chris is about to smack the taste out of our mouths. He goes, you all need to chill on the greatest country on earth, weirdos.
Bro, I love America. I'm not saying nothing bad about America. I'm just saying the way this shit is right now, it was a lot better before than it is right now.
Bro, cartel goes 50 grand a year. I wish. See, that's a normal ass motherfucker. Like, most people don't need that.
But before I got into crypto, like
before taxes, it's way bigger. But after taxes, you're actually making fucking
it's the taxes part that
even grocery business, like
you're making a third less of that.
Yeah.
I got in the grocery business hella young, bro. So I was like, when I turned 18, I went to night crew and I checked so much as a bagger in my early days to where I was like stage 4. So I only had to do like 2 steps to be topped out. So I was like 1588 at 18. But
And that was grip back then. That's like
That was a grip. We're talking like
that's like
1990s, bro.
That's almost like $30 an hour.
30 bucks an hour.
Yeah, 1990s. But then grocery went through the, so then some of your friends go to school and shit, and they're coming out fucking engineers at 80,000 a year or whatever. You're like, oh yeah, maybe this is not crack-a-lack, So when I left grocery business, I think I was like $23 an hour. But
which even back then was fucking the same, 30.
I was like, either I'm going to move up in the corporate bullshit, because they all wanted me to move up in the corporate ladder. But I was like, once you go corporate, now your salary.
Yeah.
And you make 55,000 a year as like a second assistant, but you work 60 something hours a week, bro. Like, and now you're back down to $20 an hour, but you're working. But I ended up doing the mission side. But I had a goal, like I wanted to make 100,000 a year.
Yeah.
And then when I got into crypto, I was like 75,000 mark. But I would say at 75,000, that was the pinnacle for me. Like, I was buying houses, but I was buying houses like on 45,000 a year, 40,000 a year. 75,000 was a game changer. Just at 75, like shit goes wrong, you don't have to max out a credit card. You know what I'm saying? But at 50,000, I got home from work. What made me buy a fucking business was I was like, dude, if this air conditioner goes out, I'm fucked. Like it's a wrap, bro. I'm chilling out back. I'm like, if this thing conks out, it's over.
Yeah,
this whole fucking thing's over, bro. So
it's fragile, bro. Like a lot of us don't have a fucking safety net. And if you do have a little bit of money packed away, or you got some crypto, like God forbid some family emergency happens, or you know what I mean?
We have the flatbread over here at Safeway, and they go bad really fucking fast. And they go bad really fast. So I can just imagine if you're dealing with like Mission Food and dealing with like tortillas and stuff like that, like making sure everything is at the right temperature is probably key.
Chris, you gotta stay away from them glory holes, Chris.
Love you, Chris.
I gotta quit sticking my Johnson in random bathroom holes.
They actually have a long shelf life, man. It wasn't like that when I got in the business, bro. Corn was 7 days, bro. So everything you put on Monday, the next Monday, everything's bad. And then once Mission started extending, they put more preservatives in the shit. But once they started extending the dates, it was game changer, bro. Because you could load up stores. Before you had to be right on the mark, or you're gonna eat all the returns. But then even COVID, like COVID was like one of my biggest years. But you gained so many customers because people were buying tortillas instead of bread because of the shelf life. Because it was doomsday, right? And then the next year I made more money than I did on COVID. I was like, holy shit. Like, no joke.
Buster took me on his route a few times, and I was working for him for a few times. And this motherfucker's a merchandising genius. Like, he's got skills, bro. Like, you don't fuck around with Buster.
Yeah,
he knows what sells, where it sells, when it sells. It's crazy. So it's impressive.
It's a lot of work, dude.
Bro, as long as Chris could just keep his Johnson out of them fucking glory holes, dude.
Motherfucker, we had a rest stop, hole in the wall. Chris has issues there.
That's a lot of his issues right there. Yeah, bro, we've been going 43 fucking minutes and no baby gate. See what I mean, motherfuckers? We could talk for hours, all three of us. For hours about fucking nothing. And it's entertaining. We got 188 watching. Let's go, bro.
I made a post. That's why I was late to the show, because I was writing the post when I was doing it.
But that's all right. You said some profound shit earlier, lipstick on a pig type shit. So your write-up is negated.
Yay!
I'll just rip the write up up.
Nice. But it's true though. It's really not true. It is true. Like it
is true, bro. If you think about it, yeah. America is fucking broke and fucked, and people don't know it.
And that's
what I'm saying. We're the most asleep. So if we turn it to Venezuela, we're gonna fuck Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Yeah.
It's not
Venezuela. If we turn into Venezuela, we're fucking people are dead.
But
Because Karens,
like,
Starbucks Karens can't handle it, bro.
it's not the country that
They
is
won't be able to
bad.
handle it.
The country is good and the economy is good. Everything is good. There's nothing wrong, right? Everything is good. The problem is the politicians, it's the people who are in charge, the representatives. That's the fucking problem, right? Like,
yeah, it is the problem, and no
that's
one's
the
getting their
biggest
fucking
thing.
head chopped off for treason.
And no one is being
No.
held accountable for their fucking actions, right? So, and that's the problem. And I think that's where the reason why I said what I said is because living in California, like being, you know,
But that
largest economy in the whole world, we see shit here that we shouldn't be seeing here, and it makes me question what the fuck, right? Like,
Yeah.
But even like when you say the politicians, that's automatically above the politicians because somebody above them has enough power to where none of them get dealt with.
yeah.
And that's just why politicians is just part of the game.
Oh, did we
part
just
of-
enter the video segment portion of our discussion?
You know, it's part of the apparatus, bro.
Welcome,
like
folks.
we're not I think the illusion that everybody falls for, the majority of people, is everyone has their own country, their own nationality, and they think we're being controlled over the top by a bigger system, bro. You know, and then we go to our constitutionally, motherfucker. Corporations fucked our constitution, bro.
Yeah.
Corporations did all the mask and all this shit, but that was still corporation worked on that for 50 years before that moment. You know,
Bro, but like the Disney feminists, money bags, they don't understand beans and rice, bro. They can't do that. They're so used to their fucking
Frank's
their
bean.
their poison fucking ready-made fast food life. Like they can't do it, bro.
I just made some
You
red
can,
beans and
but-
rice last week, bro. It was fire.
Yeah.
If people
Papa.
don't know, Uncle Buster is a bomb ass fucking cook. Man can throw down.
Bro, that fucking, what is that, 9-layer dip? 7-layer?
I think a lot of
Yeah,
you.
my-
I think a
that'll
lot
make
of-
you fat, bro. You want to gain weight? I'll make a 9-layer dip.
Well, if it's
That's like
Venezuela,
sludge.
we're gonna need as much fat as we can fucking slap on, dude. Like we need that
Shit's
shit.
so good though, bro. Like,
Yeah. What happened to Nerdy? Nerdy froze. Papa's gone. What happened, dude? Am I just frozen?
I'm here.
Did I freeze? No, I didn't freeze.
Oh, you froze for a second. Maybe my internet's fucking up. Am I in real time? 1,
Nerdy's
Two,
just popping a robot
3.
on your ass, bro. He's slow playing you.
1, 2, 3. Am I in real time, guys?
No,
1.
Nerdy's
2,
What do we got here? Running with the bull run. Let's fucking go, Jim. go,
Is this
dude.
Jim? This is Jim.
Maximize this shit. Just
Are they about to run for bulls? Oh shit.
So what we're seeing here are all the former SEC chairs, Wall Street, being chased by the bull run. What will they do? Where will they go?
I feel like that was necessary ending to what you just said.
Thank you. You're necessary.
They call me Throbbing.
Oh my god. I've never heard that, and I'm glad I didn't until now.
I'm from Gotham. From Gotham.
Why don't you just make some bull noises or some effeminate Spaniards?
Bro, look at the balls on these matadors, bro. They
See,
fucking
did you-
juking. They're
Yeah, he
juking
was
death, bro.
He was Memphis juking on the sand.
See, Matt knows about Throbbing Robin.
look at this
That's
motherfucker.
crazy, bro. I'd never be out there, man.
Fuck that, bro. Fuck that.
You're dead. You're
I know,
dead as
just-
fuck, dude.
Just a minute ago, you were flexing. On
That's
camera.
a Toyota Corolla coming at you.
You could get. You
That's
could
a
get one of
Toyota.
Welcome to the gun show.
That's a fucking
Jim
Corolla
B.
coming at you, bro.
those. Alright, what- have you ever asked for Band-Aids after you flex?
No, I'm not there yet, man. We're working on it.
For all these cuts. Oh yeah.
All these cuts.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing.
Bro,
none
this
of
got
that
the slow
shit,
motion
bro.
replay and shit. Never. We'll just watch this the rest of the show.
It's funny too because a typical bull running search, it's like I think it was Pamplona, where they throw tomatoes at the bulls and they run through the city. That's more what I was looking for because you see a bunch of guys running at once and you're like, dang, who's the terrorist here? You know what I mean? Like,
don't they do that in Spain? Some shit like that?
yeah, that's where this show is from. So
That's
Photo
a life
is
of
funny.
not holding any zerps right there.
But you could take two bull.
That's what you do
bullheads.
when you don't own any fucking
You
zerps.
just don't give
I'm
a
not even going out there, bro.
Welcome to Zero
Yeah.
Zerps. You can make a
Bro,
you
but
can make a X
Real
out of it.
talk though, these matadors are fucking, dude. You better, those motherfuckers better save some women for the rest of us, dude. Holy shit!
Doing some
Like
Like in
karate.
Spain, dude. In
Has,
Spain,
has
that's
no
like the
has no
equivalent.
one seen an American rodeo with our clowns
Yeah,
out
but-
there? They do this every weekend.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's back in the old world in Spain, bro. Like this, it's like the equivalent of being a fucking NBA basketball player. Like you just get
Oh,
old.
yeah.
and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I didn't. It's funny because I didn't know this was this type of sport. Like a singular group. I think they should do like a 5-on-5. 5 bulls and 5 Spaniards. Look at them.
The bullets look pretty friendly.
The
Someone's
winner
gonna
gets
get-
the golden cape.
Dude, someone's gonna get fucking gutted though, bro. Like that. Just
Well, you
increases-
will.
Oh, fuck
You're,
yeah.
yeah.
you're going to. It's like
You're
playing in the
getting fucking-
NFL. You're going to get hurt one day.
You're gonna
You're
be
going to get hurt.
gored by the oxes. Yeah,
Bro,
dude.
there's so many videos of good dudes getting their ass fucking ripped apart by the bull's horn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Your assholes. Yeah. Dude.
No, it's literally breaking the pelvises and shit. Like, it'll fuck you up.
Oh.
That was a long Saturday, huh, man? You were like, oh man, that plan's
That was a big bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, come out here, come out here to Montana and play with some of these ranchers when they're doing their cow thing. You'll get a whole new respect for bulls.
Yeah, that's a big animal, man.
They're
I remember
all
I was
mean.
meter reading,
They're
bro,
all
and
mean.
I was in the farmland, and there was a bull. I was like, fuck no, I ain't going nowhere around that fucking meter, bro. That thing was so big. I'm like,
I think it's massive,
that.
bro.
crazy.
I went
Oh,
to
he
a
just got fucked up right there, bro.
They're all muscle.
and it's funny because they wear all white, so if something happens, you're pretty much gonna see it instantly.
Watch
Oh,
this
yeah.
replay, bro.
Look
Oh, he fucking
Bro.
flips him around and fuck
It
like a
looks-
fucking
He's
toy.
hanging on for dear life.
Oh, okay. Didn't get his skin. Yeah, he's fucking him up.
It looked like gang activity there. If that were in the U.S., that's what that like. Oh, look!
You know
they're
what you're watching
stomping a
right
bull.
now? The bull is the government and the guy is us.
Bro, he got up, dude. That's Nardog.
We're basically playing
I think it's
with the
the
government.
opposite. We'd be like the fucking bull.
We're the bull trying to get all the
We
other
can't,
people.
like, oh, when does their vote count? We're just sitting there bitching, fucking chasing around the matadors, can't catch nobody.
Are we still mad
Treason?
about
What?
2020?
We can't even get probation, bro. Let alone
Bro.
treason. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Bro,
Come
and he
on,
goes,
man.
Cartel said he goes, and no one's taking to the streets for real, dude. Like,
Oh,
people
Cartel.
don't-
I love you, brother. Great transition. Fucking tip top.
And
A1.
you can join too. Let's go.
Um,
But he should join
drop it
first
down real
to be
quick.
example.
check this one out. I'm gonna drop this down.
Matt goes, politicians are just a scapegoat. Well, no, they're the fucking. They are the scapegoat. Absolutely, they're not the ultimate problem.
But there are representatives that do hold. We can't hold them unresponsible for everything they do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The average American, based on the Constitution that, like, Buster was talking about earlier, based on that thought process, the average dude, the fucking politician is the problem.
The politician is the problem.
Even though they are the scapegoat, it won't fix
politician, corporations are really.
It's more.
Nobody wants to give up their job, bro. Everybody has to survive.
Yeah, right.
The corporations has sidetracked all the laws and just make their own shit up. Like that's why I didn't want to go corporate Safeway bullshit. I was like, fuck these clowns, bro. Like they're all a bunch of kiss ass. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's also the
every movie takes one corporation and it becomes this like oligarchy fucking corporation where everybody fucking works for them. Like every sci-fi dystopia movie, it's always one corporation that owns everything.
But if you go up the ladder and up the pyramid and see like who's at the tippy top, it's the judges. The judges are the most corrupt people in the whole entire fucking world, because the judges and the lawyers are the ones who get to sway a decision.
Bro, the aliens.
Without the corporations, the world would not turn. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, bro. No, it would just go back to how it was: mom and pop, and bartering, and neighbors, and
lawyers are the scum of the earth, bro. Lawyers are worse than the devil. Lawyers are the fucking devil.
Hey, go back to what Nerdy was talking about earlier. I got all excited when I heard him talking about the Nexio, because I just started researching about 2 weeks ago, so I've got it down to a science pretty much on what I'm doing here on the thing. You can put in figures into their system to borrow or to get yield, and sit there and run through scenarios. And listen to this now: at XRP goes to $10,000. Okay, just use that scenario. The amount doesn't matter, because you can use this on the way up to it, 3,000, 5,000. But at $10,000, 1,000 XRP get you $10 million. You go to this company he was talking about, Nexio, you borrow $9 million. You've got to put up $22 million. That's 2,200 XRP, so you can get $9 million. Then you go to the credit side. You go in there with 3,000 XRP, which is $30 million. You loan it to them for 3 years on XRP. You make $9.6 million and pay your loan back in 3 years, never touching your money. Wow.
And you're skipping the tax hurdles within that whole
bingo.
Within the whole thing,
it's
dude.
Free money.
And that's the part that gets me the most, is the taxes. Fuck your taxes. I don't want to pay your fucking taxes. And no, I want you touching my XRP, trying to get taxes and get some money out.
They're gonna fix the loan taxes when we're ready to get loans. Like, oh no, you got to pay taxes on loans now, guys. Like, they're gonna try to fuck us, bro.
They're gonna pull some shit. They're gonna pull some HR blah blah blah. Now you have to pay taxes on your loan because blah blah blah. It's gonna be some bullshit. But back to the. I was trying to play.
No.
Tony Bags, you're right, bro. XPR. I want to look into Nexo a little more, but XPR, Flare, ZBEX coming out with a super app, but those are the three, and then Doppler Finance probably.
Oh, Doppler! I forgot about Doppler. Yeah, that's another good one. Okay, I'm gonna run it.
Watch this.
It just came out in the Epstein files that the elites were purposely trying to lower testosterone in men so that men can't fight back, putting estrogen in the water, making men very passive and weak through social media. They're telling them, oh, your masculinity is toxic and you should actually just be super soft and sweet all the time and gentle and never fight against anything. It's to cover up the things that they're doing. Because if every single man had the mindset of, no, our job is to protect women and children no matter what, they would not be getting away with the things that they're getting away with.
She revealed why men today are no longer the same, and it's terrifying. More and more, we've been told that masculinity was the problem, that men needed to change, become softer, calmer and never raise their voice, and we all accepted it without questioning anything. But what was discovered in the files today proves that all of this was part of a much bigger plan to deliberately lower men's testosterone through what we drink, what we eat, and what we consume on social media, to make men passive so they never fight back again. Because the only thing that could destroy all of this is men who decide to protect women and children no matter what. Curious men who ask questions, and especially.
And then to go along with that video, there's this one.
Has Adam's apples. Has anyone else noticed how no one has Adam's apples anymore? In the 60s and 70s, every man walked around with one. But take a look at boys today. They are literally not developing them anymore. And what's causing this is crazy. And it's actually impacting more than just Adam's apples. Men exposed to industrial chemicals in their tap water grew up with penises that were 12.5% shorter than unexposed men. They also had smaller testicles and lower sperm counts. The Adam's apple in men is literally built by testosterone at puberty, but without enough testosterone, it never forms. Everyone is blaming microplastics, and yes, those are also real, but the actual worst stuff is what they're spraying directly onto the food. Take atrazine, for example, one of the most used pesticides in America. It is literally so estrogenic that a Berkeley scientist proved that just 0.1 parts per billion turns male frogs into fully reproductive females. And you have millions upon millions of people drinking this from their water right now, and the runoff also ends up in your conventional oats, rice, vegetables, wheat, and many other foods. But
now check this out. Continuation to that.
That's
video.
crazy, man.
This one. Watch this one now.
It's fucked.
Confirmed that America's has now been confirmed that America's #1 strawberry brand is directly tied to cancer. Driscoll's, which controls 1/3 of all U.S. strawberries, gets sprayed with up to 371 chemical pesticides before it ever reaches your family's table.
They are coating your children's strawberries in mosquito spray and marketing them as organic. Nearly every U.S. strawberry begins as a lab-engineered clone blanketed in Captain, the exact same chemical found in paint preservatives, submerged directly into fungicide baths, allowing 3 separate carcinogens to seep deep into the flesh. And that is only the beginning. Those berries then get bleached in chlorine and sealed inside plastic so thoroughly that no amount of rinsing can remove the residue. Nearly 1/3 of the strawberries Totsie scanned came back positive for bifenthrin, a chemical that has been directly linked to cancer. Scan what your children are eating before they take another bite. Comment Totsie to scan any.
And then that goes into the last one, which is this guy is talking about Elon.
After 2027, there will be no way back. Elon Musk said this in a podcast with Lex Friedman, a line that was later cut. When asked why, he fell silent for almost a minute.
Fuck, that's a scary minute.
Then he quietly said, shout out to Lex for letting him sit there with that. That's pretty heavy. Then he quietly said, it's not a catastrophe, it's a transition. The transcript left behind 3 themes that gave him away: autonomous intelligence, loss of meaning, and energy independence. It all sounded like a forecast, but now reads like a diagnosis of the era. The first sign is the collapse of attention. Musk said humanity will stop thinking in cycles. Planning for the future will shrink to the horizon of updates. That line hits me hard. People will stop building and start simply replacing. MIT research confirms a generation born after 2000 holds attention for about 8 seconds, less than a goldfish. I used to say that to Alessi, but he's gotten a lot better now. Musk called this cultural Alzheimer's. We're not losing memory. We're losing the ability to think. The second sign is artificial intelligence that no longer obeys. Musk says when a system starts correcting humans, that time of linear logic is over. Even now, algorithms decide who we date, what we buy, and what we think about. This isn't a machine uprising. It's dissolution into convenience. People won't notice the moment when choice becomes an option, not a right. The third sign is energy dependence. Musk explains civilization can no longer survive even a day without electricity. By 2027, here it is, in his view, the balance will shift. Energy will become currency, and control over it will become power.
Basically, you guys get the
Where do they get these podcasters from? Like the Mickey Mouse Club or something? I keep seeing all these like dudes in their 20s, got feathered haircuts, and they're all their thumbnails.
Though they were a plant,
open, looking as gay as could be. Like, men do not react like that. Women do. They go, like when they, oh girl, oh yeah, you need to change your clothes. You don't look good in that. What did you just say? Yeah, dude, it's so gay.
Has anybody noticed the trend here though with the, like what Nerdy was playing all these truths about pesticides or shit. We already knew this shit. We were conspiracy theorists. That they're emitting all this in the last couple months. I've really noticed a flood of it at all spectrums of society, telling you the truth. It's like, oh, we're being awake, are we?
It's for the dum dums. Like,
well, yeah,
I realized earlier that when I used to go to Whole Foods, the grocery store, like, you know, in like the last 10 or 20 years, everybody that worked there they looked like they smelled because they all had like dreadlocks and stuff. Now but they look like they were into health and wellness. Now everybody's got dyed hair. It's like
neon.
They're gonna have like little attachable screens for people with spiked colored hair, so that when they're working at a grocery store, they don't even have to answer, "Hey, where's the ketchup?" And it goes, "Bing, bing, aisle 6."
No, you know, I think that the end goal of all this, that would make sense if I was some evil person, would be to make people sick in the long term. For example, like and use that as a business, like cancer, for example. And if like we found videos right now of like strawberries, cancer, how they're causing cancer and all this stuff. A lot of the foods are too. Even with the injections, the COVID stuff and all this, cancer was a big deal, right? So I think in the future, we're going to have a lot of people who do have, I think cancer is going to increase. The amount of people who do have cancer will increase, probably different forms of cancer. And they'll just use all this AI stuff and all this automation to be like, you know, self-care or, you know, personalized health, you know, let the AI monitor your
jump on that.
I got good news for you guys. Cancer is going to go
Hey,
away.
Michael, we're not boys. We're men. Fuck you. All right, go ahead.
I don't think cancer is going to go away, Papa. I think it's a business. I think it's a
well,
really
it was, yeah.
business. I don't see it going away anytime soon, to be honest.
You'd be surprised, like in the conversations I've had with my palliative doctor, who basically is just there to prescribe me some kind of painkillers, but in my case, like medical marijuana, like, well, just cannabis related stuff. Like all these places around here, they sell Rick Simpson oil, which you can cure cancer with. You know, like I'm stocking up on it right now. And you know, like for instance, this palliative care person versus a regular oncologist are two different types of people. They're not going to prescribe you anything that you want because you want to try it. Because there are repurposed cancer drugs, and they can't have any documentation, like even a conversation that's recorded or a request that says such and such. Prescribe such and such low dose naltrexone at 4.5 milligrams for cancer. It has to be pain because it helps it eliminates current opioids from your body and helps them regenerate it. So it's not an opiate, but just it's there's so many like harmless drugs, and I'm not like a big fan of that. But I kind of feel like you're right in a way that cancer is here to stay. But there's too many. So there's too many answers available for cancer. Trust me. I'm very, very well studied on it even before I got cancer. But it's going to come to a point because, like, you know, in the whole doomsday fear portrayal script of what is it? The movie with Will Smith, where everybody like turns into zombies. I Am Legend, right? Do you know how everybody turned into zombies?
Just do a vaccination.
But it was a cancer vaccine.
That
cured everybody. So I don't think we're gonna like have that type of like almost translucent body looking weirdos that just like bop their shoulders like they're about to start trapping in the dark. But eventually it's just gonna go that way. Like when I'm doing when I look up chemotherapy, I look up photodynamic therapy, which is chemo without the chemo in it. And how do you do that? Red light therapy drink methylene blue 10 to 20 minutes before you do it, and that is like your closest thing.
Papa.
I think
Do you,
I got
think,
some better
do you guys
problems.
do you guys think like red light therapy and all this stuff? Do you think it become a more of a normalized thing?
I hope it does, because some of
yeah.
the stuff is really expensive. Thankfully,
Yeah,
what
it
I
is.
got is one of the strongest on the market, and I didn't even bust a 1,000 on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's, I'm kind of like a build quality type of guy. So if you compare what I have, which is way more portable, it comes with like a little duffel bag and stuff. If you look versus like a Biomax, they look like huge air filters. But some of the
wouldn't be a Jonathan when Jonathan make, would it? Jonathan Otto.
Oh, Jonathan Otto. I don't know if I was gonna look that up because they have I keep seeing promo codes coming up for Biomax, but I think it would suck for Jonathan Otto to be doing red light therapy while he's doing urine therapy, because if he trips and falls over, I don't know how piss is gonna burn on a red LED light, but it's going to. But I'll tell you one thing. Everybody is going to have different experiences. Maybe some of you guys have tried it, but like I've been in like a $20,000 like wellness spa. I'm just guessing the price. It's probably 50 red light therapy bed it looks like something out of Star Trek. Like every time I see it, it looks like the newer Star Trek and the newer one.
It's mesmerizing, isn't it?
It's nuts, and I keep my eyes open when I look into it because it can actually help heal your eyes, like if you wear glasses like I do.
Now make sure you say that that's with red and near infrared, not the whole spectrum.
Yeah,
not with your eyes open. Not with your eyes open.
So mine I got for like $1,000. If I need to go on a trip, I can take it with me. And I actually, when I get out of it, I feel warm. I feel tired, and it's supposed to help you recover. I usually do mine for an hour and a half because it's got like extra panels and stuff, and you can just put it on there. But I would definitely say one thing in the antithesis of red light is the blue light that we all have on these LEDs. If you have a way to do it, if you just go buy lamps for your house, if that's the cheapest way to replace the lighting, and buy incandescent light bulbs because they're back. You can get them on Amazon.
There's two things you do not need in your life anymore, and that's sugar and blue light.
And my house, about probably like a year before I got diagnosed, I got, not through the whole house, but through the main areas like the kitchen, the hallway, I got some LED like flush mount ones because I had the old like fluorescent kitchen light, and I don't know. I think I caught what I got. I caught cancer like a fish from probably more than one thing, not just it's just several things versus like the like basic person will get it from just smoking or whatever. But I don't know.
Tobacco is actually good for you. Fun fact.
What's that?
Tobacco is actually good for you.
Nicotine is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have some nicotine patches because I don't want to. I wouldn't. I mean, I think if you got a pretty decent cigar, and I'm not encouraging smoking or anything like that, you could probably get something very pure without chemicals. Like I don't know if you guys have ever seen Cuban cigars rolled. Probably have. Like buy Cubans at a shop where they make them. You could probably do pretty good, but if you can buy the leaves from them, because they start off with these big old leaves, then you can like cut them and you can make you can chop it up and make a salve or just stick it on like with olive oil, but you need to know like how much you're doing. So you want the purest form. I saw somebody take a show with the nicotine patches that Dr. Brian Ardis recommends. And because it looks like a kind of like a nerdy when you take the processor, like if you have an i7 and you take the top off the processor, it kind of looks like that. And it's very transparent. It's like a piece of tape. Okay. But if you shine a light through it, it's weird. I have the like CVS or Walgreens ones, but they're round, so you can't cut them in half. to do a lower dose, but I've tried it a few times. I've had some mixed results. I know I had one on. It's like a 12 milligram, I think, something like that. Like not the highest. And then that I had it on like a day or two before I went in the hospital, but I still think I got something triggered it from the gym I was at. The guy in the sauna was really gross. So, but other times I didn't have any problems. I'd actually put it like on my lower back, like right above where I have a hole in my top of my pelvis, like a lesion. And it would sometimes it would really work, sometimes it wouldn't. So I realized that I just needed to keep it on my arm like they recommend, because the lower, you're not supposed to put it past a certain part, like below the waist on the body, which I kind of did because my hip on the same side has damage. So if anybody who ever decides to do that, always at least keep it like towards the top, like as close to the shoulder blade, but not to where it's going to fall off. And then don't really, some people will put it on their shoulder. I've tried that, but make sure you definitely don't put it on your spinal cord, like up on the top there, like by the brain stem or anything like that.
Or you do like I think it's Kiwi. I think it is who it is. Say it in the Kiwi if you're in the remarks. I think he grows his own tobacco. That's the only way to do it.
He seems like the type of guy. Hey, before I forget, Papa, I was going to ask you last time, but I forgot. Like we don't have to make this a chlorine dioxide. But I was just going to ask you, do you use test strips, like the little 500 part per million test strips? Like, do you have to go through the cutting process like Andreas Kalker does in the video?
No, you talking about for the strength?
Yeah, to make it 3,000
no,
parts per million.
I just know the formula.
Okay.
I make it from crystals and powders.
Oh,
and,
okay.
I just know how many ounces for a 4-ounce bottle it takes of my powder. Yeah. I weigh it out, and then it comes out to that formula.
Yeah, because on
it's cheaper, a hell of a lot cheaper.
On Amazon, yeah, I bet it's really cheap. On Amazon, they only have one test strips that go up to like 500, and I found one that was 3,000, but it looks like some homemade.
I've got a battery operated parts per million meter. I could test for like for making colloidal silver. I got one of them, so I can use it there. But I know my formula. I know my formula. I've been doing it for 15 years, so I know the formula's right. I don't ever mess with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I yield the mic for now. Unless there's questions.
No, that was good. I wrote a post today. Why is Gavin Newsom still on? I hate that guy. Anyways, I wrote a post today. What do you guys feel about this whole Japan carry trade stuff? I feel like it's overhyped. I don't think it's going to come from it.
I don't know much about the whole carry trade thing that's going on, but I know that every time, like for some reason, like with XRP, because of like SBI and stuff like that, people, whenever there's information about Japan, but in regards to crypto, like people just get really excited. I even get excited.
Well, yeah, they've been doing it. They're experts at the whole country, where there's a fraction of America that knows about it. A big chunk of South Korea and Japan know about crypto and have for a while.
And the fact that when they talk about crypto, they probably think of Bitcoin and they think of the word Satoshi. They probably all know it's a bunch of crap. But
actually, the XRP community is massive in Japan and South Korea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, bigger over there than it is over here.
And then the new
or infrastructure
leader of Japan, she's trying to like make some changes and stuff to everything going on. So I think maybe it's like a revolutionary kind of feeling underneath.
Funny timing too, right when everybody else is doing it.
I think it will cause something, like it has been. They're trying to keep points below 160, whatever. But I don't think it's gonna be like the end of the world type situation, like people are trying to make it out to be. I think it's super overhyped.
I think I think the carry trade itself, that word and that phrase, is overhyped. But what it all comes down to is what it's doing is drying up liquidity. It's taking money from somewhere else away that should be used somewhere else. They got to go scrap for their money somewhere else. That's all it is.
There is with this whole carry trade stuff and all this stuff where the future is going, and we talk about how Bitcoin is energy and all these things. A lot of people say that. Do you guys think? This is my firm belief, or I think is for belief right now, is I think Bitcoin will play a big role in when we're monetizing energy more than we are right now, because they already implanted that narrative that Bitcoin is energy. You know what I mean? And if we're going to move towards this future where without energy, we can't have this whole digital escapade type future that we want, I think that it's going to hold some kind of significance within it. They might try to have like an energy fund and have Bitcoin in it or some shit. I don't know. I could see.
And start producing clean energy.
Yeah,
Bitcoin
like
to introduce
clean
energy.
Oh yeah.
Like nuclear, like they introduce some kind of nuclear program and they mine like Bitcoin from it or some shit. And they use
like the one they're already promoting all around the country, just putting in these little mini nukes to run all this shit. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's already at scale. I bet you.
Cynthia Lummis is a huge advocate for Bitcoin. She's like a strong Bitcoin head.
And it in the big picture, it doesn't affect us one way or the other. Though it can't do what we can do.
But the thing is, it's like when we look at all this XRP pumps, they're just related to random ass news. It wasn't actually related to anything. It was kind of just like it just fucking pumped just to pump. A lot of it, there is some correlation with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin pumped and then all of a sudden, but I think with this whole transition that we're moving towards, this whole energy stuff, I think it'll be extremely beneficial for the crypto industry, for blockchain market as a whole. I think anything that goes on with Bitcoin or anything that gets with that whole ecosystem, I believe it helps the whole market increase in value.
There's going to be an influx of new commerce coming in that people cannot even fathom right now. I mean, it's going to be so crazy. The industries that are coming. Everybody's worrying about job. Don't worry about it. There's going to be so many things out there. It's going to be insane. And the dollar value, the trillions we talk about now, what's the number comes after a trillion? Because that's where we're headed.
The fuck are you guys jib-jabbering about? Jib-jabber.
You know, just on a podcast talking about things, that's all.
But what about the market cap, dude?
They've got nuclear fusion already.
Oh shit, Nitty, fucking Remy, dude. What's up, homie?
Remy's on deck.
Brother?
Nitty's on deck. Let's run it.
Come and visit.
Hey, Buster. Hey, Zerk. Hey, Papa. Hey, guys. Hey, Nerdy.
What's up, man?
Howdy.
There is a company right now, and you can go look them up. It's Arion.ca, and they've got real live nuclear fusion right now.
Online.
Right now.
Yep.
Right here. Right now.
It's the difference between fission and fusion. This is fusion, and they've got a star and a bottle model, and there's a way to harvest the energy that it produces, and it works just like the sun does. They proved the electric sun theory, and the sun happens to be 1,400% efficient. The sun gets its energy exogenously. It comes down to it from the galactic current sheet. And at the surface, where it develops a whole bunch of anode tufts, it creates nuclear fusion where it's fusing new elements into existence. The byproduct is a tremendous amount of energy. And they can do that on a benchtop. in your garage. And that's fact.
Now, Nitty, with all this nuclear stuff that's coming out now, do you think that a cyber attack narrative, even when you have this whole alien stuff that's coming on now, don't you think it's all manufactured random hype? Which it does, because if you think about it, even if we did get hit with the cyber attack, whatever, and things, we had a blackout, whatever, if we have all this nuclear stuff, then wouldn't it just be all made up? It'd just be like a staged event?
Well, the White Hats, they own the left. They own they own the messaging coming from the left. They own the messaging coming from the right. They own all of the major broadcast media, and they're willing to knock anybody's teeth out. And you're not going to mess with them. And what they're doing is they're dragging the normies through the hell that their ignorance and apathy have manifest. And they're going through that school right now. And if you try to mess with it, expect them, because like they went over there and they told China what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
They told China, look, sucker, you even act like this, and this is what's going to happen to you. And so they're actually playing ball with all of their resources now.
Now, there's another narrative where people are saying, with all the Clarity Act and all this stuff, people are like, oh, the banks are scared. The banks are trembling, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think those narratives are ridiculous. I don't think banks are scared at all whatsoever. What do you guys think about those narratives? Do you think people are just saying shit because they just don't know what they're talking about? Or saying
they don't know what they're talking about.
Hype, or?
No, it's hype. The banks need it, from what I understand, from what everyone hears, the banks need it more than anyone else. They're just trying to get the best deal they can, and they're fronting like crazy so they can make it happen. I mean, they don't need clarity because XRP is going to be the rails that they use, in my opinion. But it wouldn't hurt to get everything together at once. And everything gets together, and they're all going to have to do it at once because they don't want any leaks or anything like that, I'd assume. Like, Europe starting it or getting on it. Because it is kind of true. It's still a ghost chain, Everyone's going to have to do it at once. So,
yeah, I think it's more like a narrative thing.
Yeah, I do too.
In order to push whatever transition.
Sure. I mean, every single thing is a psyop, dude.
More bread and circus. Yeah. Bread and circus.
Yeah, it's so shifty. It's like it's hard to say, except if you keep your eyes focused on the utility of what these ISO 202222 coins are doing, then that's the only thing that keeps me straight is the tech, and how it works. Otherwise, it'd be like spun out too. Market cap has a market cap of this or that. That's impossible. There's not enough money in the world. Bullshit. Money's created. We got used to creating it through debt, right? If there's going to be a new way, it's going to be created through blockchain and the necessity of getting rid of that nostro.
What's this?
Hey, whoa, Nitty, I just found a fucking video of you from like 20, 30 years ago. Let's watch it.
Here at Rockwell Automation's world headquarters, research has been proceeding to develop a line of automation products that establishes new standards for quality, technological leadership, and operating excellence. With customer success as our primary focus, work has been proceeding on the crudely conceived idea of an instrument that would not only provide inverse reactive current for use in unilateral phase detractors, but would also be capable of automatically synchronizing cardinal gram meters. Such an instrument comprised of Dodge gears and bearings, Reliance electric motors, Allen Bradley controls, and all monitored by Rockwell software is Rockwell Automation's Retro Encabulator. Now, basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it's produced by the modial interaction of magneto-reluctance and capacitive diractance. The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amylite, surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two Spervian bearings were in a direct line with a panometric fam. The lineup consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes, so fitted to the ambifacient lunar wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented. The main winding was of the normal Lotus-O deltoid type placed in panendermic semi-boloid slots of the stator. Every 7th conductor being connected by a non-reversible Tremi pipe to the differential girdle spring on the up end of the gram meters. Moreover, whenever fluorescent score motion is required, it may also be employed in conjunction with a drawn reciprocation dingle arm to reduce sinusoidal depleneration. The retroencapsulator has now reached a high level of development, and it's being successfully used in the operation of Milford Trunnions. It's available soon wherever Rockwell Automation products are sold.
Yep, the wing shaft.
And guess what? I got an older brother. I got an older brother that could bullshit just about that good.
I was just gonna ask what the name of the company was before the video.
Nitty, I love you dearly, and I thought that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny, Stark. The difference
I'm sorry,
is
I'm not trying to bag on you, but I thought it was funny.
No, that was a good one. Everything that I'm telling you is legit, though.
Oh, right. Right, but it's the big words you use.
30 years ago, too.
It's the big words.
XRP plumbing. I just found it, man. I thought you sent it in a message, but I found it. Under the domestic and international laws of war, citizens are forbidden from taking part in a war on the side of the aggressor and are legally bound to disobey the orders of any government that takes part in a legal war or supports acts of genocide, crimes against humanity, or war crimes. This duty to refuse to obey unlawful government orders includes orders to pay tax, income tax, cancel tax, VAT, etc. If a government uses the funds raised by taxation to wage legal war or to commit genocide, crimes against humanity, or war crimes, then a taxpayer's normal duty to pay tax is reversed and becomes a duty to refuse to pay tax. That's from XRP Plumbing.
Fuck. So that
Shouldn't
means
even
we
be
should
paying
not.
any in the first place.
Can you say Gaza? But also, if you think about it, they're doing the same stuff to us too. Look at all the food and all the policies and the COVID shots and all the chemtrails, the fluoride. Come on, man. They're full of shit. They're full of
fucking right. Isn't there like a curfew or some shit right now in like Mississippi or something?
We've been under a soft martial law for a lot of years now.
Fuck, dude. What's his face? Massey just got turned down too, which is fucked.
Oh, he didn't
was
get
all
elected?
about. No, he got primaried. Some Epstein piece of shit primaried him.
We just got rid of our Cassidy. He was a scumbag. Look, all you have to do is take one look at a politician and decide if you think he likes himself or not. How did he do with women growing up? And that's how you determine what their motivations are.
Oh, I think we have the same meter. I usually look at the guy and is that guy a cuck or not? Does he look like a cuck? Does it look like his wife's getting banged by someone else? If he looks like that guy, then he enjoys that shit.
All you gotta do is see if he's got an Adam's apple.
If he wears fake boobs, he's most likely a control person.
This guy that we had, he was trying to privatize the Social Security fund. He wanted to just hand it all off to some of his private banking buddies. And I think that Social Security and Medicare is like 1/2 of federal government spending. It's the other amount is the rest of the operations of government, including the military budget. But Medicare and Social Security, it's about half.
Oh, Nitty, I got the fucking
Bro, I can't believe we're fucking doing all this shit.
Live.
Sorry, go ahead, Nerdy.
I got one for you.
But like, I can't believe we're having a governor's fucking vote and all that. Dude, what happened to the recall election of fucking Gavin Newsom? We had lickety split millions of motherfuckers recall his ass in a heartbeat, and he still cheated and won that shit.
He cheated that shit too.
He cheated that recall election, bro. What the fuck happened there?
Everyone got up that morning and said, I got to save Gavin Newsom's fucking job, dude.
Everyone in California got up and said "fuck Newsom," and we all told
nobody.
And nothing happened from it.
Explain that. That was impossible. I signed that.
Fucking asshole.
And we're acting like voting isn't fraudulent and has been for the last fucking 80 years, 100 years.
It wasn't time for him to go.
It was horrible.
People are taking this like governor vote for real or for like seriously and shit. It's just crazy, dude. Just like Cartel said, nobody's in the streets, and we need to be.
You know who's in the streets? DJ T.
What the fuck? What's up with DJ T posting the alien? Oh, that's hilarious.
They say, boy, you tripping, but I know what I'm witnessing. If they let them listen, I leave, I ain't missing it. Up there, they moving, no fear. I'm coolin', truth hit, no choosing.
Fucking Star Wars speeders and shit.
I seen one in the sky that ain't no rerun. I seen one.
Look at that shit, bro. The aliens have like hoods on and like
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. They got like balaclavas on. They got the fucking ski masks and shit on.
That's hilarious.
I'm ready,
bro. Dead ass. Remember? Was it Spielberg came out with that disclosure shit? The other like months ago, it started like advertising a disclosure movie. That shit's coming up here. It's about to drop in like June, July. But dude, that was complete. Like it's all aligning. This whole alien.
Wait, I have another one.
Bullshit. You think that fucking blue beam shit's real or what?
The Project Bluebeam.
Oh bullshit!
Mm-hmm.
I believe
like they're gonna fake the alien shit or use their existing crafts.
How do we not know all the bullshit that was fed to us during the whole like Q post era? That all that shit is not actually bullshit.
I don't know. I mean, have you guys seen the Indian spacecraft video that came out a few months ago?
But
I mean, it looks so realistic if you actually look at it.
I mean, Harry Potter was pretty realistic too.
No, dude, you don't. Oh man, it looks like hand drawn CGI. If that makes sense, like there, it's like a worse than a Sega Genesis flying shooter from.
It's
like,
all bullshit. People are just.
Well, here's the thing. Bill Lumberg's got a good point, bro. He goes, Trump posted on X today, and everybody shat on him. Dems could win. Here's the thing. I don't think they can because hear me out. MAGA landslide that all voted Trump in the beginning, right? Now everybody's turning on Trump. They're like, "Fuck you, Trump. You fucking." I
don't want to say they're turning on
fucking Zionist piece of shit. But what I'm saying is they're not going to go for Dems, even though
that's
Trump,
what I'm. Yeah, so they will still vote.
They're
for
not
him.
going to go for any of it. It's going to come down to the people revolting. We're
Yeah.
not fucking voting Dems in. That's not like the better option. We're not doing shit. Our vote doesn't even fucking matter, bro.
It doesn't matter.
Like we're so cooked, it's not even funny.
All right, you guys
I don't know
ready?
what the end game of this shit is, but yeah, dude, run it.
I'm gonna run it. Here it is.
Yeah.
Jesse.
Jesse Watters.
The Pentagon released the UFO files a few weeks back, and we just found out over 1 billion people have visited the site. 1 billion. It's got to be a record. The War Department says more files will be released soon. UFO experts and top researchers have been investigating aliens for years. Their sources say dozens of crashed UFOs have been recovered, and what they found inside, shocking.
Do people think that there's one type of non-human intelligence that's visiting the Earth, or is there many, many types?
People who have been involved in recoveries have said
there are at least 4 separate types. Now, I have not had direct access to that, but I believe the people who I talked to.
4 different types of life.
4 different types of life.
4 different species of aliens. Another scientist called them Greys, Nordics, insectoids, and reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us. Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails like a lizard. Insectoids look like...
Now, here's my question. Do you think all of this shit is confirmation bias for things that they fed us during the whole Q-Post situation? During those years, we were all reading upon the Greys and the war underneath in the dumbs and all this shit. And now here comes this report, which is kind of like confirmation bias, which is basically trying to give fact into something that could have been false in the first place.
It's wild to hear that out of Waters' mouth on Fox. That's wild.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's wild. Because I remember reading this shit
He's
about
a realist.
the Lemurians and the Arcturians and the fucking all that shit back in the day. Yeah,
like it's just eating the world. Was it the
Orion demons?
Yeah, the Galactic Federation, blah blah blah, right? Yeah. The QSI garbage.
Like, let me point something out really quick, and it's right here on the screen you had paused. It's okay. That if we are,
is that the Indian one you're talking about?
No, just the screen. No, the screen that we're on here with Waters. If this is still. This used to be fringe stuff, paranormal. Now they don't, and they had all kinds of other stuff because they didn't know whether they're classified as like a ghost or something like that, a spirit. But now we're just supposed to be like onlookers. We're not supposed to know what's going on. But so who's dishing out the footage and the files? The Department of War. Why is that? I don't think that you guys don't know that I think aliens are just a demonic farce and or just something completely based in demons. But people see all this stuff pop up on the screen. They're gonna read all the large print stuff first, and then Jesse's name under there. And he said Department of War at the beginning, so I think they're trying to fearmonger a little bit with it, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of like the getting ready for Independence Day.
I mean, that's exactly what it's like.
I'm just glad to see him because remember that one scientist that died and he left and he said what procedures would come. They would go through all phases, and the last phase was the aliens. So I'm glad to see him here. We're here.
Wasn't the last
phase?
Fucking
get going already, bro. I'm tired of picking my nose, dude.
That was Werner von Braun. Hey, look, if y'all find some aliens, send them to my house.
That's exactly where I was going to go.
I got one question. I got one question here too. When did Roswell happen? 1950 something?
Yeah, like
47 some shit, or is it?
How has that changed our life with all the aliens after that, and all the crashes after that, all these vehicles they recovered? How much has your life changed since the 1950s compared to now? And how much is it going to change next week? It don't friggin' matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter, Papa. You don't mean shit. Exactly.
I think
bro, what if this is fake though, dude?
I think all
what about the Nephilims?
The tech that they're gonna release,
eat them for breakfast,
and like surgical stuff, that was all probably just had to do with like Nazis and Nazi Germany, because they also were some of the first ones to show these kind of alien looking ships. You know what I mean? They were like the masters of flying blimps around, and most of what you see is usually some kind of either cylindrical or frisbee oval type shape deal.
Yeah.
And a lot of the footage, like, do you guys remember when I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, it was like this Hispanic family, like, they got footage of an alien in their backyard.
Oh, in the backyard? I remember that shit in San Jose.
Okay, I know that there's still a lot of low quality videos on the internet, still like 360p or as low as you can go. But man, every single one of those videos has this really pixelated, grainy footage, especially around whatever the object is. That's like my first line. Like, I used to have some friends that would be like, dude, do you think that's real? And I'm like, let's pull like 4 of them up and we'll watch them back to back. And
it's like 240p. It's like
240p, yeah, because
the worst possible pixel You can
It
pop
looks like you shot it
Bro.
with like a Sprint flip
shot it off
phone.
of fucking for like a nanny bear or some shit. But
What is Waters gonna say next? Run this shit,
The
bro.
Greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics look like a regular Swedish guy, but 7 feet tall. We haven't seen the evidence, but Pete Hegseth says more evidence is coming. And there are a lot of...
But you see how they said that? The Nordics look like a classic Swedish guy. Are they trying to say that white people, they're trying
But
to put
7 feet tall, which is fucking Nephilim.
They're going to say, oh, white people are aliens.
Your average NBA player these days.
They're going to start a civil war. They're going to tell all the everyone who's not white to kill all the white people.
Bro, run this shit, bro. What does he
evidence
say?
is coming. And there are a lot of believers in Congress.
I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human origin and creation. That's my opinion.
Releasing the files isn't easy. They've been hidden for years, and a lot of people want to keep it that way.
The problem we have right now is the deep state's fighting the president on release, and he kept his word, and I suspect some of our not so friendly comrades and some of our alphabet agents.
The guy is really good at talking smack, by the way.
About power, it's about control. That's kind of what runs Washington.
So why is our own government fighting so hard
He's
to
funny.
keep these secret? Well, a dozen scientists have either gone missing or died. Now, we don't know if that's related, but people are scared to talk.
One I thought was going to do an interview, and then a couple days before sent me a message saying, after further consideration and
Okay, real quick. What if that's the reason why people were taken out? Because there wasn't more, it wasn't so much about the alien disclosure, right? It was more about what came after it, what it was for, right? Like, we're gonna release this scenario, and this scenario is gonna have this effect because we're gonna try to push out this narrative during that moment in time. And the main point is that outcome, not the actual introduction of aliens. Is actually the event within it. Does that make sense?
Nerdy.
Go.
Either way, I'm not scared.
Oh, I'm not scared. I don't believe in none of this.
Right.
But what I'm saying is they can say, like, this race of people or this whatever region of people or XYZ, put whatever you want to put on it, are bad, and we are good. Now they create this whole narrative of fight for your country, fight for the world, protect the peace, blah 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 blah, protect humanity, go to war with these people, and then we're in this forever fucking war, killing each other off.
No more war. No more war.
Well, but ends up being part of the whole population control agenda in the first place, instead of because the vaccines and none of that shit worked out the way it wanted it to. Now they create this bullshit narrative where we all just take each other
Well,
out.
here's the thing. Is it going to be TV aliens, or is it going to be real fucking aliens in real life that we're going to see? So a lot of people aren't going to believe that shit.
Well,
y'all want some sauce?
Well, think about Google and Nana Banana and like all the AI models. People can't even tell the difference between what is real and what is not. How do we not
No,
know?
I agree with you,
know
but
what I
that's
mean?
only on the TV. But like once they're like, oh, aliens are here, and then like they show video of it or footage or whatever, motherfucker, I'm gonna want to see and touch
I don't
and
even
talk
think it's
to
gonna
a
be real.
motherfucking thing. Like, give me a Nephilim right in front of me.
Until one comes
And
splits my
then we might go
firewood,
to
he
war.
don't exist.
Yeah. What's that?
That's real quick. That's why I think it's more demonic, because people get creeped out, just by feelings and stuff like that. So in order to see, if they see something like from that realm, you know what I mean? It's that, because like in the Bible, there's a couple spots where angels appear as men on they were still under God's heavenly existence. They weren't fallen angels, right? But if you were to see something spirit, like in the spirit, that you can't necessarily touch or harm, you're gonna know it, versus like some synthetic like looking, like just, if you want to see my idea of what kind of aliens they'll produce, look up Jean-Claude Van Damme in the Predator movie, because he played the original costume. They had a completely different costume, and it's the most silly looking. It's like worse than Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars. That I just don't see people falling for something in a
All right.
costume.
Now here's my counter to that.
Bro, even if they fucking genetically bred some piece of shit that looks like a reptilian that was in a test tube, we're still gonna have a butt fuck of questions. Sorry, go ahead, Nerdy. Also, Nitty's got sauce.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah, Nitty got sauce. I interrupted him. After I go, Nitty, you can go. Do you guys think? Because we can only go based off things that are fact that we can prove, and we can prove the Hillary servers. Like we can only go based off of fact within all this mix of bullshit, right? So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to figure out, pinpoint little factual things, put them together like puzzle pieces, and come out with the most likely outcome. Now, within that whole WikiLeaks situation that occurred, there was information about Nimrod and Nimrod's army and trying to summon Gilgamesh. And the reason why he went over to Iraq in 2001 in the first place was to get all the Stargates. And they made a show about Stargates and all this other shit. Do we believe, or do we think that the introduction of this whole alien files that are coming out right now, right, is just a soft disclosure to introduce Nimrod's army?
I think they've been doing this, like as you say, the soft disclosure for quite a while, and that's why it hasn't gone anywhere. It always comes up most of the time. Almost 100% of the time, I'll just say that, okay? And it's probably like 90. When they have some alien thing going on, it's a distraction from something else. Like, there's some sex scandal with some high up, like Hunter Biden.
Yeah,
you could probably, there's probably Wikipedias on it, but I don't know about, what'd you say, Gilgamesh's army?
Yeah, Nimrod's army.
Yeah, it's biblical, bro. That shit is totally biblical.
Not under any kind of Gilgamesh. That's not.
Well, because I agree with your point of what you're saying. A lot of the shit is demonic, and I agree with that point 110%. And I think a lot of the shit that, like, if you look at the Clinton's files, her files, and everything that they're trying to do, they're basically trying to resurrect demons. Like, that's literally what they're trying to do. They're trying to open a portal to resurrect demons. So and I agree with your point that a lot of this alien disclosure that we're seeing are more demonic based than there are about extraterrestrials or whatever.
It's about fear.
It's about fear, right? So I'm thinking
it's about fear. COVID, they will fall for aliens. Yes, they will, and it's going to be sad as fuck.
And how do we not know they're not going to make a show where it even normalizes it even more, where they say have a relationship with an alien or have a relationship?
Because it all comes down to just one simple thing: evil versus good. And the good is winning, and that's why you're seeing all this shit coming out and all this truth coming out. And this fear is to get you away from faith, because good is winning, and that's what you're seeing. It is scary. It's a shitload of stuff coming at you every day. Always fear.
Papa, I agree with you 110%.
Amen.
Within everything you just said, Papa, which I agree 110%. There was also information within those files talking about how they're trying to hijack the body because the evil demonic spirits had no way to entering heaven, and they wanted to hijack a regular soul to do so in order to hijack the body to go through it to enter the kingdom. Do we believe that a lot of the COVID vaccine stuff and the modification of our genes, like gene therapy and mRNA and all this shit, is related to that whole situation because they did alter our DNA, which altered,
it was their attempt to do it, but they failed. And yes, we still have that in us, but we have ways of getting rid of this now already, and it's only going to get more and more and more. So I don't think you're going to see this mass wide death. We've seen a large death, but I don't think you're going to see this, half of the population dying overnight in the next 10 years like everybody's fearing. Because we've already got things that take this shit out of your body, and we're only going to get more and more. So
okay,
that's not even a concern.
I have a follow-up question. Do you guys think?
Hey, I got one more question.
Okay. Go.
When you're done talking this, pull that first slide over in the private chat up and talk about it, because I want to know your opinion on it. It's crypto related, but after you're done, go ahead.
That. Yeah, I'll pull that up right now. I got it up.
After you're done.
Okay. Do you guys? Okay. On your second point, on your point, Papa, do you think that the pushing away people from God and their religious beliefs system or whatever, right? People that they have their belief system
like even with like the burning of churches and people trying to demonize Christianity and trying to say that's all bad and all these MAGA heads and blah blah blah, this whatever the fucking narrative they're pushing. Do you think that also has to do with dulling down that signal in your brain? Because Bill Gates did do a study and he did disclose it to the army. There's a whole thing about how he was showing that there's a portion in your brain that lights up to people who have faith, and people who don't have faith, that part of the brain is dulled down. And then we go back into the vaccine situation where it did affect a certain portion of your brain. And now we have all these people that are believing in like poly relationships, and it's kind of, and they kind of destroyed the whole nuclear family narrative. And then we have all this competition with like materialistic rampage, and we have, you know, digital prostitution, which is now normalized, and all those other factors. Do you think a lot of this stuff is to get people away from having that faith or having that portion in their brain, and then making it easier for these whoever they're trying to bring in to hijack their body because they no longer have that within them? Could that be a possibility?
Anything's possible.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you're possessed by something, and then you have an exorcism, it's because you use the light to take out, you know, whatever demonic presence is inside of you. Now, if there is no way for light to be entered within you from the get-go, and a demonic thing possesses you, you won't even have signs that you need an exorcism. You would just be that demonic being. You get what I'm saying?
I think it's a part-time job. I think they only show up at certain times, and the rest of the time you might be yourself. So you know it, and you know it comes. Of course, you have to know it's inside of you. You have to know it's you, and you know you need help. But how do you do it? Who knows? I guess that's why they tie them down when they exercise them.
Mm-hmm. Another factor to consider is the fact that a lot of people don't really have that long of attention span no more, and the people are now relying on, you know, GPT or Grok or whatever to answer questions, and they're using that as a source of truth. So that we've now actually killed critical thinking and now rely on automated and external services to give us the answer rather than searching it ourselves and finding the answer ourselves. Do you think that could be another factor within this whole situation, where it's to get people dumb enough to believe what a computer says, and for them to have no more faith in a higher power because now this computer has all the answers? And there's a lot of things to consider, people. I'm just saying. Well, a lot of this shit makes sense.
Fluoride is what they used to use to keep people docile.
It's gonna be all right, nerdy. It's gonna be all right.
And that's why it's in the toothpaste, you know. So now they still got people using toothpaste with fluoride, and they've got
still got dentists using it.
Worse even. Then they got the internet. Yeah, everywhere you go, burning a hole, your phone burning a hole in your hand, and then you've got chat, you know, AI, AI search results and things like that, and you just got it's kind of funny, like, because the movie Idiocracy, you know, how they're comparing it to it, but I don't even think it'll get that in a full-blown scenario like that. If that were to happen, I don't think it would get that dumb. I think people would probably just start offing themselves, if you know what I mean.
Bro, I missed a bunch of shit. My internet just crashed. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you missed some prime conversation.
Fuck,
it's not over yet, and it's about to get better.
Well, I'm glad you're on, Miles, because Nephilim is on the table, bro.
Oh, Buster threw it out there. He knew I'd come.
All right, Buster. Here,
like chum in the waters.
Do you believe? Because I would love to hear your output. Do you believe that? Remember when Bill Gates did a study about the brain? Papa, we're going based off of what Papa said. Papa said that a lot of stuff is.
Hold on, the boogie, the better, what did you say?
Okay.
I turned the music off because it fucks up the voice.
Nerdy.
So Jim and Papa both brought up valid points that we believe that a lot of this shit is demonic. Okay. Yep. But we also believe that there's a lot of studies that have gone down, and then went into the conversation of Gilgamesh and Nimrod's army and stuff that's related to Clinton servers, which is the WikiLeaks, and then we talked about I made suggestions, or hypotheses about do you think that a lot of this stuff is happening so people can get their bodies hijacked, meaning that they would dull that portion in their brain, which they would not have faith. And because of all this, with all the life situation, which is like people being against Christians, or people being against Christ, or people trying to burn down churches, or people associating Christianity with MAGA, and all this stuff is killing the world, or even with the whole Israel situation. Basically, people are trying to, they're trying to manipulate a younger generation to move away from it. Do you believe that all this stuff is related to having to whatever this alien disclosure that we're seeing right now is just timely because they're trying to use that to hijack people's body that way? What do you think?
Absolutely. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Like, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so it essentially dims and hijacks it takes away whatever semblance of like faith in God at this point, like our mediocre, lukewarm faith in God that people have right now. It takes that away. It wipes it off the table completely because people start, oh, fuck, aliens are real. Oh, shit, there are other worlds. Oh, our God is bullshit. Like that. You see what I'm saying? It does that on a spiritual level for lukewarm people. I'm not talking about the true believers. Like with us, we're automatically like, no, they're fucking demons. It's not. Space is fake as fuck, bro. Period. I think so. I believe so. But at the end of the day,
let me say this about it.
Well, hold on, Papa. Let me finish my point. So
go ahead.
What I'm saying is that yes, in a spiritual level, it will for the people that are lukewarm, that don't even that get the basic Christianity now that they get at their church, where their pastor's afraid to talk about Nephilim, where their pastor's afraid to talk about anything controversial. Period. So, and that's true. That's fucking real. And damn near all the churches that are just mainstream, go to church on Easter Sunday, wear a fucking summer dress and buy flowers for your mom and go have breakfast afterward. Like that's what everybody does. They just go to church and that's it. But they don't talk about the real shit, the Nephilim. They don't talk about all that shit. But that's the spiritual level. The physical level, hijacking, I believe, they've been trying to transcend consciousness into people's bodies, and all they want to control how you think, feel. They already do in ways that they have engineered now, which is like, whatever wavelength shit's coming through our TV, the frequencies. They've also done it through just fucking psychology in general, through media and fucking advertisement and all that shit. They've morphed us and molded us into what the fuck we are now, which is
social engineering.
Social engineering. Or they kind of like terraformed society to be in their what they want.
But to my final point, so then Pop could say, yes, I believe they're going to go like the nano blood, change you from the inside out and you don't even know it type route. And we're gonna it's fucked. Anyways, go ahead, Papa.
That's how Solid Snake in the Metal Gear series, that's how they would heal him.
Well, it's the nanobots, the body area network.
Same thing.
I'd like to take it one step further.
You got the floor, Papa.
And then Nitty's after you.
Okay. I don't think they can, because of my faith in God. I don't think they can ever fully take over our bodies. Yes, they have tried. There's evil out there that's trying. Bill Gates, they're trying to through lights, through vaccines, through whatever that they cannot win, because they're fighting a God that's never lost. It's that simple. And think about it this way: if aliens are real, say the Earth ain't flat, it's something else. Who knows? Who gives a shit? If there are aliens out there, aren't we pretty presumptuous as human beings to say that God can't make something else? We might not have known about it. Maybe some did come. Maybe some did drop in here. Who knows? We don't know. But the point is, it does not change anything on this earth and your faith in God and what the story is with Him and what He's doing. If there's aliens out there, fine. Okay, land on my porch and I'll believe you. Until then, okay. It won't affect my faith in my God. Everybody, if you find out there's aliens, you're going to go crazy and you're going to lose your faith in God. No, I ain't.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. But to retort, Papa, not that I disagree with you. I'm actually grateful that
don't you dare.
No, I love you, Papa. But no, dude.
I love you too, man.
It really is the lukewarm the Starbucks church people. The Lily milk toast,
the fashion showers, that go there every year.
They're gonna have an affair with the pastor. They're gonna find it, like it's that the normal folk that just say they want to say they go to church. It's the fucking it's the Apple Watch people. It's the iPhone people. It's the fucking, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like if you own an Apple Watch, you're but it's the Disney.
I'm offended.
You fucking better be like, no, I'm just saying it's the thing, just because it comes from old school, you better go to church. You need to go to church more. Like your old folks and the old grandparents and so it kind of, it's good that it rolled downhill to go to church. There's nothing wrong with going to church. It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
If you listen,
sorry, go ahead.
If you listen to the prophets, they have been telling you this. Several of them have been telling you this, that the church is getting punished also at this time, probably first, which means you're going to see a big conversion from going to church to having faith meetings where you actually meet up, where you can have the faith without going to this building. Even though people do, I'm not saying anything against the church. People will go to church. You're going to see a boom in churches. But the faith is going to change now. You're going to go away from this religion and go into a faith instead of saying, oh, I'm this dominion, I'm that dominion. What does dominion mean? Divide.
Denomination.
Denomination.
Oh,
You're
denomination.
You're dividing everything. It's going to go away. You're going to believe in God or you're not.
Now, another point I want to bring up real quick. You guys are bringing up the God points. Is one of God's greatest creation is man, right? So, if with the numbing down of testosterone levels, and basically feminizing men. If someone said the pussification of men, which is I agree, it's probably a proper term. I think that is kind of directly related to this whole God situation, because if you have people who are not willing to stand up for what is right, and because when men went into war before, they did it with the faith of God, right? With the power of God. We're doing this on your behalf. We will fight evil on your behalf. And if people don't really have one, faith, and then two, the drive or the willingness to do that, then whatever we're fighting against has already won, because no one is willing to throw up arms, right? Like, isn't that something that is happening today? Like, we're watching all the LGBT stuff that's going down. We're watching these kids look at other naked men dancing in the middle of the street, and all the other dudes are like, okay, this is fine, this is cool, we're okay with it, modern society. But isn't that like evil in itself? Isn't that a fucked up act in itself that shouldn't be going down to begin with?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I believe that those guys that are watching those naked men in the street, they do have a thought of, oh, fuck, this is evil as fuck, or this is bad. But they're so afraid of society turning on them because of the absolute dumpster fire, which is the LGBTQ plus, which is fucking child love and all this other fucked up pedophilic shit. That evil has blanketed and become, so in other words, the enemy has gotten into our camp at night.
Exactly.
So to speak. They've gotten into our camp at night, so to speak. We're not dead yet, but it's so bad to where even normal motherfuckers with Adam's apples that would fuck a motherfucker up knows that he's going to go to prison because he lives in California, and the entire judicial system is against him. So if he beats that naked man in the street, that naked gay guy in the street that his kid's looking at, if he beats him to death or not, or beats his ass or unconscious, he's going to go to prison for being a bad guy, rather than society backing him up and saying, hey, that's inappropriate. It's fucked, bro. We are cooked.
I mean, even
beyond belief, bro. And there's naked motherfuckers dancing in the streets all the time in California.
It's not just that. It's like,
horrible.
It's within our entertainment. Like, we're watching people are watching family time shows like the NFL or, award shows or whatever shows. And you have the symbolism that's blasted right in our face. Right. And
blasted,
it's like,
bro.
And no one really gives a fuck about any of it. Does that mean like
they're just mind just
is it like the normalization of evil itself, and people
they're really trying to, bro.
They're basically
it's
trying
crazy.
to say, like, if a man does not agree with what he's watching on screen, then that person is a Trump supporter, or that person is a right-wing extremist, or that person should not be being considered taken seriously.
Bro, that's exactly what's going on.
Right? That's an old person. That's an old radical right-wing, nutcase. So
that's exactly what's going on right now with media.
Crazy.
Dude, Netflix is fucking horrific. It's not just the LGBTQ thing. If you're listening and you disagree with this, or you have some sort of son or daughter or fucking family member who's gay, or you're gay or whatever, it's not about that. It's the zoomed out concept of brainwash of if you don't fucking believe in XYZ, you're a fucking extremist. Is that pretty much what we're coming to? Yeah.
And then they're doing it around. I'm gonna bring this whole conversation back around. They're doing it through the church, right? Because they're putting rainbow flags within the church. They're saying everyone needs to be acceptable. Blah, blah. And mind you, I have nothing against gay people or lesbian people, whatever. It's the other people that came along with that whole thing. I mean, I'm a millennial. I grew up in an era where we watched the whole gay rights situation and everything. And gay people are free. They won what they fought for, but their agenda now got taken over with this whole LGBT stuff, which I know a lot of gay people who don't agree with any other. I'm not saying that I'm gay or anything, but I'm just saying. But I know people. I have a lot of friends and family who are gay.
You're not gay. You just do a lot of gay things.
Well, here's the thing.
What I'm saying is
they don't agree. Churches are prevalent, bro. You see
they don't agree with it. You know what I mean?
You see the rainbow gay flag and the transgender flag
at all whatsoever.
Yeah, you see those flags in front of a lot of churches in California. Yeah, it's horrifying. You're like, how is that even? How is that even possible? What the fuck is going on? Like, that's literally what your mind is thinking when you're driving back.
Nerdy, were you saying earlier that the chemicals was causing that to happen?
Yeah, it's all the dyes and all the pesticides and everything that put on the food.
Well, then that explains a lot, Nerdy, because I used to spray paraquat and diquat and all that kind of chemicals down in Florida back in my youth when I was about your age. So that explains a lot.
See,
bro, but
what?
The point is that
what?
They just called nerds gay.
No, Papa was talking about spraying chemicals. So I'm like, is this coming out?
It explains what? What does it explain?
The day you got to worry about Papa being gay, you got some serious ass trouble.
Just throw that big piece of silver at your head, and that'll be what you wrote.
No, but what I'm
programming,
you guys get what I'm getting at, right? Like, it's not normal. And then you see all this alien release stuff. Like, how are we not going to? What if they say, "Oh, we find out breaking news: aliens are gay."
You know what?
Everyone's like, "Oh, aliens are gay, guys. Cool. Let's be." Oh, we find out that some aliens are not gay, and those are the ones you can have relationships with.
You guys know who Boosie is, right? The rapper.
Yeah, Lil Boosie.
There's a video clip of who said everything's freaking gay. And he just starts naming of it. Everything's gay. Got to be gay these days. Like he's not cool with it. And that's, I mean, believing in aliens is kind of gay if you think about it.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty gay.
Because now you're taking more fascination in some kind of like upright, two-legged, however many arms and legs now. So what are you going to do with that? Hook up with that?
Oh shit! Enter in sexuality with fucking these 4 distinct species of aliens. Oh,
what would they call it?
What have I done,
bro? It was bad enough, dude. That motherfuckers were marrying their own AI.
Yeah.
Now we got aliens to contend with,
like in an extraterrestrial relationship.
Look at that layer of dumpster fucking fire that we've got to look forward to.
We must bring back public shaming, brothers.
Now, human men have to compete with fucking lizard dicks. Like, are you kidding me, bro?
Dude, you just
the fuck are we talking about here?
I'm gonna continue playing this.
Run it, dude.
Long talks with my wife. I decided I'd be forfeiting my life if I participated in your interview, and I thought that was like very unsettling message to get, obviously, but also
there are things we cannot explain that are in.
Trials isn't easy. They've been hitting for years, and a lot of people want to keep it that way.
The problem we have right now is the deep state's fighting the president on release, and he kept his word. And I suspect some of our not so friendly comrades and some of our alphabet agencies are slow walking a lot of the information. It's about power, it's about control, and that's kind of what runs Washington.
He was on Joe Rogan.
So why is our own government fighting so hard to keep these secret? Well, a dozen scientists have either gone missing or died. Now, we don't know if that's related, but people are scared to talk.
One I thought was going to do an interview, and then a couple days before sent me a message saying, after further consideration and long talks with my wife, I decided I'd be forfeiting my life if I participated in your interview. And I thought that was like very unsettling message to get, obviously, but also very specific word choice, you know, forfeiting my life.
So
did you see what that lady said about how she was in a skiff and she saw all this stuff? Well, I think it's like illegal. A skiff is it's like a private room. Probably all seen it in TV, and
impenetrable.
The information is not supposed to leave that room. So my first question is
secret compartmentalized information.
How did it leave the room?
Yeah, it's
well,
an acronym.
It left the room by her running her mouth, basically, which would still be illegal. Like it'd be a federal crime unless she got out and she's allowed to just. I mean, is it a whistleblower deal? Because I mean, even if you did whistleblowing on that, they're never gonna, get to the heart of the matter and show you the aliens. I mean, they've been doing this so long. Like when you mentioned the DUMBs, deep underground military bases.
Yeah.
That video, I forget his last name. His first name was Phil, who did a lot of the video talking, a lot of the videos for that.
Yeah.
He's dead now, but
Schneider.
But yeah, Phil Schneider, you got it. And those videos are like from the 80s, I think. It's like, go watch the Yuri Desmanov, the Russian guy who talks about propaganda that we played on here. Go look at the time when he started doing that, and then start looking at when the propaganda started coming around in the United States.
Yep.
Because I mean, you can't have all this. I mean, not everybody here is obviously rich, but most of society here is better off than they are in a lot of other places.
Yeah, 99%. Yeah.
And there's then the opportunity to get out of that. So you can't have like all this like possibilities without there being a bunch of like lies and stuff to consider. Because there's a sucker born every minute.
Bro.
Yes.
Fly Kiwi goes, sheesh, guys, let Nitty bring the sauce.
Oh yeah, Nitty. We forgot.
Nitty, you still there, bro?
He's still shaking up the bottle, man.
Nitty.
Cooking it up.
I think all this is fake and gay.
There you go.
Run it, Nitty. Let's go.
It. Wise words from Nitty. Okay, I
got
so
the cities on the plain, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
God decided with Abraham to destroy these cities, and they sent angels down to warn Lot, and every man in the city demanded Lot send those two angels out so they could know them. And Lot said, "Let me send you my virgin daughters." And they all said, "No, we want those men," because the angels were handsome. So then the angels made them all go blind. And that still didn't deter them. They kept trying to find the angels. That's how bad it got. And so they burned. The story is that fire and brimstone took them out. Then you've got the destruction of the destruction of God's creation, which was Adam. And it got so bad at the end, God decided to flood the world to destroy what they had done and all of the mishmash of all the genetics and everything. God destroyed everything. So that was the and then so Gilgamesh and Nimrod were like the great grandkids of Noah, who was the king of the north. Now Noah was the only guy that knew how to build anything. He built that great big boat, and Nimrod, he didn't, there was nobody to teach him any of that. And he would send letters bragging and trying to get Noah to come and build a big city for him. So Noah was a very powerful guy because he knew a lot about the world that they lived in after the flood. He was like the Library of Congress, whereas everybody that was born under him, they were just new to the world. You know, they were witless. So then, okay, one thing I wanted to ask Nerdy. Nerdy, am I correct in assuming that you are of Indian descent?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what happened? Here's something that most people don't know much about. Most people think that between Stalin and Mao and Lenin and Pol Pot and all of the different genocides which took place over the last century, that maybe the death toll may have risen to around 100 million. Do you want to tell us what happened in India in 1971?
Basically, a lot of people died. There was a whole shebang, but it was like another major event.
Okay, here's what Nerdy's not telling everybody.
What? No way. There's there's more.
As Plumbing says you're Mexican.
Listen, motherfucker.
No, not you. He says Nerdy's Mexican. Go ahead.
About that's pretty funny. About 125 million Indians died in the year 1971 in India. And most people don't know shit about it. Now you got to ask the question, why? Why don't you know about the world's most fantastical genocide that ever occurred? Took place in India, and Nerdy doesn't even want to mention it.
Because people get put off by anything that has to do with India.
Not really. You have something to do with India, but you're here. You're, well, I mean, like you're a bloodline, right?
Yeah, like
yeah. So it's not. I mean, if people are making assumptions, then that's kind of like what you're saying, and that's their problem. I mean, you're one guy on a panel of what, 7 people, 2, 3 of us, almost everybody else. You can't even see them right now, so. It's not like they think, oh, it's a crypto takeover. H1B coin coming right up.
Nitty, tell us why. Why nobody knows about it?
Well, it's because of the deep state takeover, the breakaway civilization. You know, Papa, nothing against him, but he asked us, how are our lives any different? Well, since Roswell, we've had a coup d'etat on who's running the world, and it started with when they tried to kill, with the JFK assassination. That was when the deep state took over all of the reins of government, and it was done under George Herbert Walker Bush. Both he and George W. were present in Dealey Plaza to watch that deed get dealt. Now, here's the sauce. Prescott Sheldon Bush approached Smedley Butler to take over control of America with 500,000 men to take over the levers of government. He was the most decorated U.S. Marine Corps general ever. And instead of going along with it, he stuck with it long enough to figure out what they were planning. And it was going to be a fascist overthrow of America in 1930. Well, in 1931, he went in front of the McCormick-Dickstein committee hearing to tell what he knew of this attempted fascist overthrow run by Prescott Bush, who was related to the international financiers. But because it didn't go down here, they propped up Adolf Hitler over there in Germany. And that didn't work the way they wanted it to. But at the end of the war, what did they do? They took all of the scientists over here and started NASA, and they took over the government. So they got what they wanted in the end. But that's how intertwined all of this is. So all of those, German scientists messing around with alternative methods of propulsion. They couched it in the ideas of UFOs and all of that stuff, so they could get away with testing out their junk. And they still got in the end what they wanted, which was an overthrow of America. Because if you get control of this place, you can dominate the world. And that's kind of where we are right now. Everything's a bit of a pincushion.
Oh, you're talking about pincushions. I got one for you. Here's another video.
The Army is raping aliens. You all know what Matt Gaetz said. He said there are half a dozen to a dozen locations around the country where the Army is raping aliens. This breeding program for extraterrestrial human hybrids. I've been briefed on this by a uniformed member of the U.S. military. So Rob Finnerty on Newsmax just asked Congressman Tim Burchett, who is one of the more prominent figures involved in the UFO, UAP investigations. He asked him about Gates's claims, expecting Burchett to say, yeah, that's all a bunch of nonsense. That's crazy. Whatever. Moving on. Keep calm and carry on. That's actually not what Burchett said.
I'm still a member of Congress, so I can't really comment too much on what Matt said. But I will say this.
Wait, seriously? Are you being serious? Or
I've been 100% serious. I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this. If they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up. You'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff. We just need to disclose it all. I'm sick of it. Well, I was briefed. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago. And it would have set the earth on it. This country would have come unglued, I think, if they would have heard all that I heard. They would demand answers.
The question, I'm only paraphrasing slightly, was, hey, Congressman Burchett, is the U.S. Army raping aliens at bases around the country? And Burchett, who you'd expect to say, no. He says, I'm sorry, I can't comment on that. I'm a sitting member of Congress. I can't reveal that kind of what. Look, I'm not one for total transparency. I'm not one for total disclosure. You know, I basically always pick the least popular view on any issue, which is how you know I'm right. But I think government operates sometimes in secrecy for a purpose. That's why every government throughout all of human history everywhere has done so. You know, we're not supposed to, do everything on camera. We're not supposed to have a radically direct democracy. That's not what the founders wanted. That's not conducive to good government. But what does he mean by that? He didn't confirm it. He didn't say yes or he just said, if you knew the things I knew, it would keep you up at night. So what is keeping people up at night? What would keep people up at night?
Alien Diddy parties probably would.
What the fuck?
Are they talking like extraterrestrials or like fucking over the border aliens? Like, what are they talking about?
Extras.
Extraterrestrials.
That's what?
So,
yeah.
Answer me this. Everybody raise their hand. Raise your hand if you think that the possibility that our apparatuses would work on aliens. Raise your hand.
What do you mean our apparatuses? Define
our
that.
penises would
If you could strog an alien, you think you got the right equipment? I doubt it. I doubt it.
If they're the Nordics, they look just like humans, right?
They're a tall, pleasant Swedish man.
You want a horrendous story, Papa?
Want to shoot some hoops?
Yeah.
No, I've been scared enough tonight. I just want to talk about some crypto for change.
No, it's all human.
Oh shit!
All
You've
human.
been going for 2
stories.
hours,
So-
2.5 hours. I don't know. You just want to fucking. What are we doing? Are we leaving? Are we not? Are we talking crypto?
I mean,
What are we doing?
isn't XRP a galactic currency? Are you going to be paying for alien strippers with XRP?
Exactly.
Is that where this is
Here's
going?
what it is. They're getting our tech up to the highest level possible so that their tech, the lowest level of their tech, will interact with the highest level of our tech. So
Yeah.
we can do business with them.
We can do business with them, right? Right.
But they
Right.
got to get our shit up so high just so
Right.
their lowest shit can, we could barely keep up with their speed.
Yep. goes back to what Zerko was saying earlier about the whole terraforming situation, terraforming society type situation.
Dude, they totally are, dude, and all assets are
I'm
all
going to consider
facets.
Nitty to have gone, so I want to do a little spiel real quick, nerdy.
Spiel it, bro.
Okay, so you're talking about the chemicals and changing us and this and that, but it doesn't even have to go that far anymore because with CRISPR, all they have to do is change a certain percentage of our DNA. And when can you stop calling a human a human? Is it 2%, 5%, 10% of our DNA gets changed? That's what the corporations want, and that's you can find that. I mean, they're working towards that legal definitions of what is human, because the minute they get a number, they can just engineer something that's below that number, and they can make it. And then they got whatever. You can put an AI brain in it. You know, all you gotta do is make a body that's 90% human. And if it's if you're less than 90% human DNA, it's not legally qualified as human, and you have no rights. With this lobotomized, just stick an AI brain in you. I mean, you think that's weird to think and say, but that's really technically possible.
I would agree with you to the point of saying that I think war is the best way to implement to introduce.
Oh, the Nazis did it. The Nazis made great technical process. All you gotta do is throw all the rules out the window.
Yeah, if you have a lot of people who go to war and like are now amputees, which obviously does happen, but now you introduce a program that says now they can introduce biomechanics where they're able to fuse with technology.
And it is saying ethnical, but the Japanese did all kinds of horrible experiments on the Chinese when they invaded them. The Nazis did all kinds of horrible experiments, but we got medicine from that. We got organ transplants. We're advanced by generations. We got hypothermia, which is what they use when you have a heart attack and your brain's not working right. They just cool your body. We get that from German research. We got a bunch of stuff from German research. You throw away the rules, you can do amazing things.
I think to go with your point, it kind of blends into the Clone Wars from Star Wars, right? Where you have we can have a war and we can say, hey, because we're going through a population crisis and there's not enough humans in the world, we've decided to make humans to build. We now have technology to make clones, and these are the clones that'll be fighting in our wars.
Because they're not human, they have no right. You got to pay them. Just program them to go in and shoot stuff.
And because they're not human, we can now be more aggressive with our technology, with our methods of attack.
Bro, the fucking Apple Watch, Starbucks, church Karens, like they don't even know that we're cloning motherfuckers. Like we're at a point where like there's only a small ass percent of population that even grasps and think about these concepts on a real level. Like there's a tiny ass group of them, and we're like
we are part of that tiny group.
We're part of that tiny
group. But it's a tiny group that escapes the bread and circuses. There's not
right.
Escapes the bread and circuses.
And what is that in the world? Truly, ones that truly consider conspiracy theories, not people that are like, oh, I saw a TikTok about monkeys and fucking eating, it's no, motherfucker, you don't get on fucking social media. And because conspiracy theories have gotten cool nowadays and the chicks are getting into it, like you're not, dude, you're still a dumbass Chad that fucking, you know what I mean, that drinks a bunch of whey protein and poisons yourself all fucking day. Like it's not the same. I'm talking about real motherfuckers like us. Like we're maybe a couple million in the world. Maybe that.
They can't allow that many. Truth is too powerful that if even a little of it gets out,
500,000?
Oh
yeah, that is less. There's less than enough.
500,000 of us small group level type shit. Yeah,
separated and spread out and hardly ever get to talk. But I want to say real quick that I do agree with Papa. I don't think it's going to succeed because I think every time they get close, whatever the universe, God, whatever, stops it because I don't think it's supposed to happen that way. So just like the Nazis, they made great progress and they weren't going to get stopped. And then, hey, miraculously, they're stopped. Every time something gets close to jacking with us that hard, it's going to get stopped. But probably not because of anything we do. Like it's higher forces, whatever you think the higher forces are.
I think we're way more cooked than you think. I think they've been cloning us and raping clone kids for fucking decades, dude. Clone rape kids, aliens, lizards, all kinds of weird fucked up experiments. I think it's all been held secret, kept secret from us.
Well,
That's
the
what I
Nazis
think.
tried clone
honestly-
research by working on twins. The Nazis love twin research because you can
They
two
have a-
beings with identical
I think
DNA.
I agree with Miles. I think it goes really, really dark and deep when I think people will find out that not only are they banging things, but they're also like they're creating inbreds, and then they're banging the inbreds, and they're creating more inbreds, and they're mating those inbreds to make other humans, and they're mating those, and the ones
They're
that come
splicing
out,
them with animals and
yeah,
shit. Yeah.
splicing them and shit, and the ones that do come out normal, they get trained to become politicians. So a lot of the politicians are fucking
Have you
retarded.
seen the movie
You
Blade
know what
Runner?
I think,
But
Nerdy?
dude,
I think you're
them-
not working hard enough because you got way too much time to think.
them disclosing them just. But seriously though,
I'm just saying, like,
overview.
this shit can get real. It can get real fucking nasty.
Nerdy's
Bro.
tail's about to come out. He's going to be revealed here.
We still love you, Nerdy, even if you had
These
a
people
tail.
are dirty. These are some nasty ass folks, man. They were the dirty mattress underneath New York.
If you want to
Shit
see
would
the
fuck
human
around.
imagination and what they want to do with the future, you look at Blade Runner 2049, where he's got all the human-looking, AI synth beings, and he's
Yeah.
trying to mate them. He's like, man, we could conquer space if we could mate these things. That whole thing with Jared Leto, that was a genius role. I mean, evil, weird as screwing you could imagine, but you watch Blade Runner 2049, he's like, yeah, I wish I could breed them, then we could conquer space. And he just kills one just to see if he can kill it. It's like, that's a messed up movie, but that's science
Yeah.
fiction sadly becomes science fact because that's the way we want to go. Our
Where did it-
imagination comes out in the movies.
Exactly.
bro,
Well, it's the other way around. They find out information and then put it in the movie as it was imagination, but it's actually
I don't know which way it goes, but they
Before
track
that.
real close.
Oh yeah, real like too close to be an idea.
Mackinac.
More close enough to be something that they saw.
Yeah, there was an old movie from the 70s called
insight.
Clonus where they raised your clone on the island. If you needed organs, you just went and harvested. I mean, that stuff's been going back decades now.
But bro,
Yeah.
the
All right,
overview, the
Nerdy,
overview is
get-
that they're disclosing all this alien shit for a fucking reason. They want to normalize all this to where the humans will be so overwhelmed that they'll take any kind of other bullshit.
Boom.
They'll
Prepping
just
us for
accept
generations. Look at the
everything.
movies.
They'll
Look at
accept
it.
all the body area networks and the vaccines and
That's
the fucking.
it.
We need
Look at
crypt. We
Marvel.
need digital ID. We need surveillance because they're aliens. Like it's
You
gonna
got
be nuts.
Thanos opening
Yeah.
portals. You got every kind of creature coming through. You got superhumans with powers. You got, I mean, it's all the programming in the world. Just watch the sci-fi movies. It's all there.
Yeah, but the point being, in order to take all the horrendous shit that they've been trying to put on us, and you know what I mean, they're going to make it easily acceptable. Oh yeah, we'll fuck digital ID no matter what. Yeah, aliens, we're all together on this. So like, we're against the aliens, and
That's
it's
what they
gonna be
do in
nuts.
psychology. If you have a phobia of something, they just slowly expose you to it over time. That's
Yeah.
exactly what they do in psychology to get
For-
you over a phobia.
They're forcing
Bonkers.
compliance. They're forcing compliance through trauma.
Through
They don't even-
trauma,
And
dude.
trauma therapy.
Through fucking trauma.
Yeah.
Even before
Emotional
these digital IDs,
damage.
most of their in the United States, most of the driver's license already up to this point have some kind of RFID.
Yep.
And when you go through a light, there could be an RFID reader, could be built into the camera. They've got a lot of. I mean, they have these guys called like Hatchet Men or something like that.
Oh, Blade Runners.
Blade Runners, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, dude.
Those are awesome. You should pull up a clip of that because I'm eating bananas.
Dead ass though. Every intersection everywhere has cameras now. It's just a little white box on top of the fucking thing.
That goes into Palantir. Palantir is sucking up all that data like a vacuum cleaner.
They know all our faces just from driving around. That's it, dude. It's already everything's logged.
I think spray paint's better.
Right here. There's been newsmen on the TV for 7 years that it's not human, and people have been fooled. I agree. I think there's politicians who are not even of
You're
human.
thinking like they live.
But when they say non-human, those are motherfucking dude. I'm telling you, bro. This shit.
They're
The
95%
Bible. There's something to the Bible, bro. Like there ain't no fucking. They're gonna try to
There's
spook us
something
all
to it.
out.
All
Yeah,
the
there's
old
something to
cultures
the
have that
Bible,
same
bro.
story. All the old
Why would they
cultures
be?
have the story.
Why would? Right? No, I don't give a shit about all that. I'm just saying the Bible, the basic story, the basic main Bible that everybody sees. That motherfucker is probably fucking real. Because why would they be so satanic? Why would they go out of their way to be so anti that? Why are they trying so fucking hard? If it's bullshit?
Isn't it funny that
desperate.
the video that you watched with Jesse Waters, as he had the video of the quote unquote alien spaceship or whatever, and he had the picture of it. Isn't it crazy or whatever that it looks more of what was described of what an angel would look like?
Yeah, the angel descriptions and the
it matches an angel description than it does match more of a UFO description.
The Superman spaceship, the one that looks like a star or whatever.
Yeah. Because isn't an
Fucking
angel supposed to be something, a wheel with like a bunch of eyes and then or some shit?
If you think about it, it's kind of weird how everything we think is kind of wrong with the culture goes against the Bible, whether you believe it or not. I mean, you want the family, they're going against the family. You know, the Bible talks about we have the right to eat meat, they take away meat. The Bible says says we're two sexes. They're like, no, you're not. You know, everything you get programmed against is kind of like, why are they programming me against that?
Bro, meanwhile, the whole show for the last hour, these motherfuckers in the chat talk about fucking aliens.
I got
like an hour, bro. Yeah.
I got some crypto news for you guys. This is
Run
one.
it, bro.
No,
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Hold on.
You read mine.
Papa,
you read mine and comment on it. You comment on it. I need to know.
All right.
Read it, damn it.
CCTP is on a whole different level. You burn your native USDC on one chain, on like Stellar or Solana, it's gone for good. Circle verifies it's off chain. Then they mint fresh. Official USDC directly on the target chain, Ethereum based Artrium, whatever. Real USDC the whole time, no wrapping versions. Before CCTP cross chain USDC usually meant using a bridge that locks your USDC on one chain and issues a synthetic bridge USDC on the other chain. With CCTP, the USDC you receive on the other side is always the real redeemable circle issue USDC that everyone already trusts. So doesn't this just solve fucking bridges?
That's what the whole point of me pushing this is this sounds important to me, and that's all I've heard about is this one thing. And I've heard nobody talk about it. I'm like, that sounds pretty important. I don't know.
Fuck that guy. No, I don't know. I'm just like,
isn't it important?
Yeah, it's important
to do that.
It's not like groundbreaking or nothing. Like we knew.
Well, no.
Yeah.
It seemed like they solved a big problem though.
Matt Man wishes we should run Coast to Coast AM. Then he'd listen. Motherfucker, you're listening right now. We are.
Listen to Coast if we ran it.
We do run it. We're running it right now on XRP.
We got a new Coast to Coast.
From coast to toast.
Pretty much. We got any New Yorkers in here?
We moon, you build a big ass AM fucking antenna, dude, and we'll fucking broadcast. Let's go. Let's fucking go right now.
You guys want to see some crazy ass shit? I have this program. So the program that I used, if you guys didn't watch ZRK's video, I don't know if we still have it uploaded on here or not.
Run that shit, bro.
No, we took it.
Whatever it is, dude, run it, dude. I don't even give a shit. Let's go.
Took it off. It's gone now. Okay. So we had the 8-bit titty video, NFT video.
Run it.
The program that I used to make that upgraded itself and now has more features. And now they offer character building. So this is part of Runway. So I used Runway for that. But check this out. You can make these fucking characters. This is AI. This is a computer. That's not even a real person. That person doesn't exist.
That cat looks real.
How many porn actors are they going to put out of business with AI? That's my question.
Bro, isn't that nuts?
All of them?
Isn't that fucking
everybody?
Nuts? And check this out. Look
at job no more.
You can join a meeting with your character. You can script to audio. You can create all these characters. These are preset characters. See the cat, Mochi?
That albino chick might be an alien.
Isn't that crazy? And then if you go to if I go here, does it switch? No, it doesn't switch. Hold on. If you go to this one, 11. So if you go to, have you guys heard of 11 Labs?
No.
So if you go to 11 Labs, this one.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
You can create your own voices. So you can create actual voices and like captions and shit like that. Hold on, let me see. Add voiceover. So this one is a voiceover. I don't want to create a voiceover. I want an example of one.
You making the app to stick them together?
So you go to templates. This should have get started. Hold on. Agree, whatever. But you can make all this shit. You can make voices and stuff. I'm trying to find the one for voice. Hold on. New template. Oh, voices. Voice studio. So these are voices. I'm gonna try to play one.
The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
You hear
That
it?
one sucks.
Yeah, but you can pick all. You can make your own voices. You can pick voices, and you can basically create like a whole. You can basically create a whole movie and a whole like character situation through those different apps. So you can use Runway to create the character, and then you would use 11 Labs to create the voice, and then you can use like Nano Banana or something like that to or you can use Claude to write you a script, or Google to write you a script, and you can use Nano Banana to make you like backgrounds from like different transition scenes or whatever. So
You ever see the ones where the audio's out of sync with the lips? It looks like an old kung fu movie.
oh, the old kung fu ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but from these AI videos, I've seen a couple of AI commercials that just come on. They're like, oh, I'm like, man, they're getting lazy. They're not even using real people. The only time I see real people in ads now is if it's for cancer drugs, like the ones you get on Amazon Prime, Biktarvy and all this weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to see more medical ads with little Pixar looking fat body people and stuff. It's weird. I'm like, y'all couldn't even find real fat people that were everywhere, man.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Dahmer's idea. I think Dahmer's idea is $1 million. I think it's $1 trillion idea right here. Make a hot Nephilim OnlyFans page that sounds like Gilbert Gottfried. That is
no one sounds like me. You hear me?
Peak entertainment right there.
I don't even know what a Nephilim is.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Dahmer just created a whole new kink in society.
Yeah, that's all I got for today.
But look at like we wouldn't even have these ideas if the fucking society wasn't as depraved and fucked up as it is. You know what I mean?
Just
bro, we're dead ass watching.
Fired, Dahmer.
Easy
dude, we're dead ass
are
watching. We're dead ass watching OnlyFans bitches make fucking millions per year, and like 15-year-old fucking like little boys in their fucking rooms pump funning Solana coins to the fucking heavens and just rugging everybody.
If we wanted to go full degen, we can make AI videos, lip sync, and OnlyFans AI videos fans page, and then use social media like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter to push the OF token persons, the OF ladies or characters token that we can use the social media plan to push their token, and we can hire an army of fake influencers, pay them, and then have them shill the token, and then have the token, and then people will be buying the token, and then you can.
Bro, guaranteed, motherfuckers are already doing that right now.
I'm pretty sure
like
that's
shit. We're so cooked. We're so fucking cooked. There's no going back, bro.
If I put that into a prompt into Claude, will it make it for me?
Bro, we just got another. You know what we did? We got another option on the table. It was fucking cyber attack. Now it's alien attack with cyber attack. You know what I mean?
We all should come on with that one of those apps like Face Rig where we can make ourselves look like the characters Nerdy was just showing. Like everybody on the panel. Probably, I don't know if you could do it through your phone. Everybody on the panel's got to wear a mask, basically like, oh, here's our hantavirus mask. Check it out. I'll come in as a rat. The one I had was funny. You could be like Teddy Ruxpin and like look like a fox from Star Fox. You just turn it around. Just make sure you leave your shirt on, just
bro.
in
We're
case
so
your camera messes up.
Bro, AI is so.
Are you
so
describing?
real.
Are you describing furries?
Well, they had animals in it.
Fucking furries.
They had one in there that was a penguin that strangely looks a lot like you.
Oh, bro. Fuck.
They go like this back and forth. like flap your arms like how penguins are trying to fly because I think they're part bird or whatever. And they're like, It's never gonna happen, pal.
What's more fucked? The fact that we're going through everything that we talked about over today's conversation, the nearly 3-hour conversation, everything we talked about is what's more depressing is the fact that that's happening, or the fact that there's some little kid out there, what ZRK said, creating a pump fund token on every single global event that takes place, is making fucking thousands and millions off of fear,
rugging every one of them,
rugging fucking everybody. We should be more like that kid than rather being focused on shit that's happening in the world, because no matter what, money's still to be made.
You guys
That's
should
a
do some
fucking
YouTube
opportunist.
shorts about that. That would be cool. Like not
That's
live.
a fucking opportunist.
Yeah.
I've done the show without a shirt on before. Hey, nerdy, I'd like to ask you, what about artificial superintelligence? You want to hit on that a minute?
What do you mean by superintelligence?
What about
ASI?
Normal.
Autonomous superintelligence.
What about it?
Do you want to tell everybody what that's going to do?
I've talked about it many times. It's the Internet of Everything. It has to do with agents. Yeah. And they know about it. I even showed them Nitty. I showed people videos. I've showed them documents. I went over the whole. We used to have 8-hour live streams of us going over all this shit. And YouTube kind of fucking deleted everything. So
that's not a good.
Skynet.
Yeah.
That's not a good.
We're cooked.
Yeah, we should talk about a lot of shit.
We're fucking cooked.
We used to talk about a lot of. We used to go real fucking.
It
deep.
seems like they want to keep us asleep though, so
Yeah.
at least they'll have like a new reality for the sheep or something like that. Like it's definitely
the first person to introduce me into red light therapy and all the red light stuff was Rain. When me and Rain did his show, and Rain went into it.
Shout out Rain, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Rain. Rain's one of the true OGs when it comes to.
He's still around. He just
nerdy. Let me interrupt you. I've got a book here in a drawer. It's written by Dr. Robert O. Becker in 1988. It's called The Body Electric, and it's got red light therapy in it. And what he does, and there's a whole pictorial demonstration. If you basically, his conclusion is that your bones are light emitting diodes. Whereas if you induce light, the result in the side of the bone, on the ends of the bone, there will be a small electrical charge that will come out. And in reverse, because a diode is a converter, if you induce electricity, then light will come out. Now, this is all in the book. He's got it all tested. He shows his testing, his photometer to test the bone's emissions after they've been induced with electricity. All that's in this book from 1988. It's in the drawer right next to me. The Body Electric. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there because y'all were talking about red light therapy.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got Papa showing us a pyramid.
Oh, let me find that.
I'm just trying to get ready. I ain't trying to do nothing yet.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you. If you guys really want to get into all that stuff, because it's a fun. I can go in for hours, and it's just a lot to talk about. I'm gonna give you guys this. This lady. Let me see if I can find her. Fuck, what was her name?
I give up. What was it?
What the fuck was that lady's name? Hold on, I have it on X. I'm gonna give you guys this link, and you guys go through. It's a Rumble thing page, and just watch all the videos on there. She talks about all that shit.
So basically, if you go and spend some time out in the sun, it charges you up, fellas.
Especially if you take the methylene blue. Supercharges when you hit that light. Hey, Berserker, look at my new look at my new greenhouse.
You got a greenhouse?
Oh, that's your greenhouse?
Yeah, it's a pyramid.
Illuminati confirmed.
Oh shit!
No, I grew one back in the day. Several years ago when I was still living in Deer Lodge, and it worked out like crazy. The plants just went ape shit. It's something to do with it. It's built to the exact copy of the Pyramid of Giza, 51-degree angles, and it's like 16 foot by 16 foot, 11 foot tall. But when it does that, it brings in something at a certain angle, and the plants just went ape shit. And this is the first time I've done it again, so we'll see how this one works. Plus, I ran copper wire from the nail on the roof all the way down around everywhere I planted. I put copper wire and see what happens. A mad experiment.
Let's go, dude. Okay, so we love you. We're getting the fuck out of here. It has been almost 3 hours. We love you. We'll see you on Sunday for coffee time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
When I find that lady,
no, you
I'll
never
bring it
find
up on
her.
the show. I'll bring it up on the show next time. I forgot her name though, but you guys watched. I'm pretty sure you guys seen a bunch of your videos.
Bye, I guess.
Yeah. Later, guys. Peace.
Thank you, fellas. Have a
Good.
good night.
You too, Nitty. Thanks for doing this years ago.
Suractants. The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panometric fam. The lineup consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes, so fitted to the ambifacient lunar wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented. The main winding was of the normal Lotus-O deltoid type placed in panendermic semi-boloid slots of the stator. Every 7th conductor being connected by a non-reversible Tremi pipe to the differential girdle spring on the up end of the gram meters. Moreover, whenever fluorescent score motion is required, it may also be employed in conjunction with a drawn reciprocation dingle arm to reduce sinusoidal depleneration. The retroencabulator has now reached a high level of development, and it's being successfully used in the operation of Milford trunnions. It's available soon wherever Rockwell Automation products are sold.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on! This is my home! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here! They're gonna need to send in the National Guard a fucking SWAT team, because I ain't going nowhere! Fuck them!
And when we blow, ain't no told you so's. I'm a big ghost. I'm a big ghost. We hold the gold. I be super bullish like the bearable bull. My lifeboat full, ready for the big boom. Astronaut suit, headed for the moon. With my Hodo gang crew, had the 2020 vision, yeah we all knew. Now we pulling up in something brand new. New house on the avenue, beach house and cabin too. Normally I don't flex, but I had to go all out. You said it couldn't happen, now we floating through the clouds. You see us popping off, you be like, holy cow. I missed the showdown, ain't no getting in now. Shooting past the moon plow. Welcome all the kings and the queens to the new town. And we all loud, party last all year round. XRP hold us down, and we got the new crown. So you bow down, we hold the gold. And when we blow, ain't no told you so's. I'm a big ghost. I'm a big ghost. We renegade, we hold the change. The phoenix gonna reign, can't change our ways. To the end of days. To the end of days. Chillin' on a boat with a rum and coke. Or I be on an island, shining like a diamond. XRP got extras, cruising in a Tesla. I told you like professors, it's chess not checkers. You folded under pressure, but pressure make diamonds. Now you see me flying, and Bitcoin dying. You didn't hear the siren, we taking off, we skying. I bought more, I'm buying. I'm talking about that tiger, I'm talking about that lion, that XRP giant. You didn't buy, you crying. I'm sorry, no, I'm lying. Facts full, no denying. Facts full, no denying. We hold the gold, and when we blow, ain't no told you so's. I'm a big ghost. I'm a big ghost. We renegades, we hold the change. The phoenix gonna reign, can't change our ways. To the end of days. To the end of